Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love it. My name's Jay Milne. #Blue. Our sports update deliverer. The Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid? You might be on this. All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup.
57 yards, baby. What an ending. What a football game. I dare say one of the greatest football games I've ever seen.
Wow.
And I do not like exaggeration. I do not like recency bias. But that was front to back, big plays, momentum swings, teams responding, facing adversity. That was an epic football game. And to top it off, the local team won. And that'll be the focus of today's program. The Edmonton Elks are 6-1. The victory last night in Regina over the Saskatchewan Roughriders with a last play field goal from Vincent Blanchard, who will join us at 4 o'clock.
Oh!
We're going to have one of last night's heroes on this program. He's never been on this show.
No.
That's going to be awesome to talk to him as the Elks figure it out again. I mean, they've played 7 games. I mean, they got an overtime win. They got a last-minute win against Winnipeg. They held off BC for a 2-point win. It's been amazing already, and I think obviously more signs of the positive changes that are happening under this regime and with this group of players. So that'll be a heavy focus of the show today. Benny Thompson will join us. He's going to do his Keep 3, Cut 5 thingy. I think it's going to be something to do with dramatic sports endings. We got plenty of things to dive into from last night's football game. We'll talk about some stuff coming on the weekend, sports related and otherwise related. And hopefully we're just going to have a really good time because I think there should be a positive vibe in the Edmonton sports community and certainly amongst fans of the green and gold. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. We're with you 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Jay, of course, is also part of our extended Elks coverage for the Green and Gold kickoff and post-game shows, both presented by Commonwealth Stadium. You did those last night with Matthew Iwanek. I want to echo something that our leader here at Edmonton Sports Talk put on X last night. The best pre- and post coverage of the Edmonton Elks in the city. I would agree with that. As a matter of fact, I think this station, if I can toot our own horn for a second, has the best Elks and CFL coverage of any outlet. I'd put us up there, quite frankly, with anybody in the country, given how we talk about the CFL and the access we have. But you guys did a great job. And I've been there, man, doing post-game shows. When there's a win like that with that energy, it is an almost unmatched high in this profession. And I'm glad that you, Mr. Milne, relatively new to this profession, got to experience it.
Euphoric. It really is. Because you feel the energy from the listeners, from those that are watching. There was an energy in the room. I mean, it was just such a crazy game that got crazier as it went on. I mean, the craziest part of that game was the last 3 minutes. It just kept knocking it out of the park. We're going to get into all of it, Reid, but thank you for the kind comments on the Commonwealth Green and Gold kickoff and post-game show. Matty Iwanek is so fun to work with on that because you can look, we're not trying to gloss over and just be like this is something he and I are passionate about. Otherwise we wouldn't be doing it.
Right.
We're passionate about covering this team. And when this Elks team does good things, that makes our listeners and quite frankly, this city feel better about a lot of things. So sports have that weird way of communicating and providing relief, happiness, sorrow in some instances. Yep. But it's great to be on the other side and see the emotion from the listeners. We couldn't keep up with all the comments and messages that were coming in last night. It was awesome, and that show continues to grow, as does this Elks team, Reid. My goodness, 6-1. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I mean, you go back to last week's game against BC, and you're looking at BC, Sask, Montreal. Right? What was a good outcome of those 4 games? 500?
Sure.
That would be that might even be great if you're coming out of those 4 games 2-2. Well, the Elks are already 2-0. I mean,
yeah.
And why would you think they can't, Reid? Why would you think they can't just keep going? I mean, they're going to lose another game.
Yeah, sure.
Most likely, unless something great happens here. But, I mean, they went into Mosaic Stadium and went blow for blow in a very offensive game, something that you maybe wouldn't have expected from this Elks team, right? But that was kind of the discussion, or at least my focus last night, was go back a week earlier and the defense bailed that offense out big time. The defense rose up. Mm-hmm. And we talked about it in the postgame that it's not always going to be that way. At one point, this offense is going to need to come to the defense's rescue. And look what happened last night. Okay, special teams outside of Vincent Blanchard were not great.
Right, yeah, fair.
Jake Julian put one through the end zone. There was a kickoff out of bounds. There was penalties on returns. Holding penalty on the final punt or kickoff, sorry, that put the ball back within the Elks 10-yard line. Not great. But when it mattered most, the Elks offense and the Elks special teams came through.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing I want to talk about a little bit later on, that because I still saw, and I think there are some things we should address from last night's game, because there were some, and you touched on a couple of them, there were some serious mistakes by the Elks.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think that you should pick apart every time the team you're not cheering for wins a play or wins a series or scores. That's normal sports. There were some potentially fatal errors that the Elks survived last night, and that they probably wouldn't survive again. But nonetheless, they survived them. And winning, and quite frankly, life as a whole, everybody, philosophy time with Reid Wilkins, is not about perfection.
Because it's not attainable.
Because it's rarely attainable. And the moments of perfection can be quite fleeting. But they survived so many things in that game. And you want to look at it from the other perspective. The Saskatchewan Roughriders made a hell of a lot of mistakes as well. You know, I'll just say this. Mr. Accuracy, Mr. Perfect, Trevor Harris, underthrew a wide open receiver in the end zone by about 3 yards. I know the ball landed at his feet, but if you look at the
trajectory and the height,
that was a badly underthrown ball. So stuff happens. The Riders made a lot of great plays. The Elks certainly made some pretty bad errors, but they got it done in the end. Just that final drive, we rewatched it together this morning, Jay. 3rd and 3. Okay, your odds are pretty good there, but you still got to complete the pass. 3rd and 10, still on your own half of the field. You know, you got a Fajardo to Luther, great connection. Gets sacked on 1st down, and we watched that again. And even Cody falling forward when he was sacked, stumbling forward, gets an extra 2 or 3 yards.
Yep.
TJ Luther stumbling forward on the short pass on 2nd down to get it to the 49.5, wherever it was. Now, Blanchard probably is good from 65. He bombed that, but still, just getting it a little closer, those little things on the final drive. It's amazing to see what's happening with the team. It's exciting to think about next Saturday's game, the rest of this season, and if you can allow yourself to think of that a little bit, even what might happen with Morris and Hervey and Killam in charge of the franchise for maybe years to come. Just an amazing game, and like it was. And we're going to talk about this later on in buying or selling. I think that is one of the greatest games in the history of the Edmonton Elks. Regular season. Playoffs and Grey Cups are in their own categories to me. But, I mean, I've had seasons tickets for, well, what is this? It would be year 30 if not for the lost season. So I think we're in year 29.
Oh, wow.
Because we got him in 97, right? So, yeah, usually this would be so anyway, I mean, and I was watching Double E football before that. I mean, that's one of the greatest regular season games, I think, in team history, and maybe in CFL history, because it wasn't just the ending was classic, the fourth quarter was classic. The whole game had big plays. I mean, the Elks score on the first drive. The Riders get a long bomb touchdown. Austin Mack gets a couple long bomb touchdowns. And again, just the few mistakes and the couple maybe not controversial calls, but unusual calls. I mean, the measurement for the Riders, the offensive pass interference on the Riders, where if you're a fan of one team or the other, you might say, "Oh, we got a break, or we got screwed." It was just an epic football game. Like it made me feel. This is going to sound really corny, but it made me feel. Thank goodness when I was 3 years old, something in my brain made me want to be a sports fan for life, because you get to witness games like that.
That's deep. That's so deep, man. I agree. I mean, if you didn't love sports, if you didn't love the Double E, Reid, would you? But just think of that. There's quite a few people. I would say a large majority of people in Edmonton have no idea that game happened and what they missed out on. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the CFL continues to deliver. I mean, there's 3 more games this week. You got Winnipeg and Calgary tonight. I mean, that game's going to be another barn burner. Mark that down. But you couldn't have said it better, Reid. It was a where were you moment, where were you game, something that I'll certainly remember, because it had it all.
Yeah.
It really did have it all. And I mean, I didn't think about this till really now. I was just recalling it while you were saying that. Coming out of halftime, the sideline reporter for TSN interviewed Javon Leake. And it was 21-17 Saskatchewan at that point. And I just thought to myself, wow, Javon Leake is a really cool customer. Because she said, what's it like being here in Saskatchewan? And he said, you know what? This is one of the best atmospheres to play a game that we love in the CFL. We're in a game here. We're just going to try out and come out on the right end. That demeanor comes from the top, and that's something that I just the calmness and the coolness of that whole team to say, no, boys, we're not out of this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's answer. Let's answer. Let's answer. And I mean, even at the end of the game, I mean, they really tried kicking themselves in the ass.
Yep.
But ultimately, the Elks survived and are the best team in the CFL.
The heavy discussion on the game today. Some of the things that the Elks did well, some of the things they certainly need to improve, and we're happy to hear from you throughout the course of the afternoon. You can post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. I already see a lot of posts coming in there about the game, just about what it was like watching it. If you are on YouTube, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already, and remember to click that thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Tell you what, I mean, we were urging you to get to 100 thumbs up yesterday for a good vibe going into the Elks game. I think we need 100 to recognize the quality of that game. And we're having Vincent Blanchard on the show.
I was just going to say, why don't we get it to 100 for Vincent Blanchard?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, let's do it before he gets on the show and we can tell him all about it. How much he's loved in Edmonton.
Yeah, an amazing moment for him.
Vincent, we've given you 50 hands.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes we call it 100 thumbs.
So that's how you can get in touch there on YouTube. Maybe you're listening on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. Thank you for using those audio streaming apps. Make us a favorite. Make us a preset. Spread the word about Edmonton Sports Talk when you're out with your family, your friends, or colleagues, or whoever. I often listen on iHeartRadio. Very convenient app. Very easy to use on your phone. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. And of course, you can text us at 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, where they have Tap 25, 50% off the entire menu at Tap 25. All menu items, 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. rivercreeresort.com. Text us 780-218-9999. Okay, yeah, Vincent Blanchard coming up at 4. We're going to have Ben Thompson pop in for his Friday fun with the afternoon debate for the Edmonton Garrison in about 5 or 7 minutes. So let's get to a couple other things here. First, we have your afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. That Elks game sure was a ticker tester. Big leg Blanche from 57. The last time I saw a bomb like that, I had to cut the red wire. I learned about field lacrosse, listened to the Hangout today. So defenders use a longer stick. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a 6-foot shaft in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Hey, the nasty bash tomorrow. Hey, I went diving once, had a nasty splash. And my brother-in-law hit his head. He got a nasty gash. Counterfeit bills? Nasty cash. Poison ivy? Nasty rash. I'm Chet Palmer.
Chet, is Chet going to the Nasty Bash?
I believe he's going to try to make it. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get to meet the waitress from the Ponderosa as well.
I want to know her name.
I bet you she is a bombshell.
I bet you she is something special. She is something special. Can't wait. Yep.
I don't know if that last one's really a sports up part.
I think he
guess
just
he's just
got off on a
Are
tangent.
there other things going on?
Nasty Gash.
Didn't mention LeBron.
Nasty Cash.
I think Dusty might have a little meeting with Chet. I don't know if they even ever see each other though with the hours they work.
Probably
You would
not.
think LeBron going to the to Philly might be in the sports report, but I don't know.
Well, no, he got on a tangent, a rhyming tangent. I can't blame him. I didn't know he had experience with the bomb.
Yeah, apparently he once worked with he was in the bomb squad.
Bomb squad.
Yeah. Maybe it was a side gig earlier in his career.
Maybe Chet used to be a Marine or something, you know?
Oh, that's very possible.
Very possible.
That's extremely
Very
possible.
likely.
Those were your afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear. Sometimes when we're sitting around getting ready for the show, we're just sitting there talking, things come up. So what was it? There was a Celebrity Family Feud.
Yeah.
Is it on tonight or was it on last night? It features
I think it's been on this week.
American hockey players, and Dylan Larkin and Connor Hellebuck were among the people. I think they were the only two NHLers on the show. So our off-topic topic for William Huff: since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So we're going to go here. We want you to pick your EST Family Feud team. So the 5 people and the order, right? So the captain and then how they would go down. Because the later you are in the order, the less likely you're going to give an answer, right?
Right.
I mean, you will be called on at some point, but the people, it's like a batting order. So now, Coob, when I walked in, well, I'll leave it for Coob, I guess. So we played some Family Feud, and I did quite poorly. You and I just went head to head. Trev and I did something together. I did quite poorly. I didn't do as well as I thought I would, but I have to put myself on the team. But I'm putting myself later in the order. I'm putting myself 4th. Okay.
Okay.
The captain of my EST Family Feud team, the guy who's going first, so he's the first guy at the buzzer, and then when it comes around to him, he'll get more answers. Just because he's calm, he's clever, he's thoughtful, and he can pick the obvious stuff, but he wouldn't be afraid to think outside the box if it's later on the list. I got a Wannock.
Yeah, Wannock's got to be up there. I had a Wannock second.
Okay.
On my team. I had Dusty as the captain.
Okay.
I think he's creative, because you really need to be creative to think outside the box. Items that you forget when you're leaving your house.
Yeah, but he would just say chicken tenders. Most people wouldn't forget chicken tenders.
This is rarely
chicken tender mix.
It rarely revolves around the food topic, so I'd feel comfortable having Dustin there. I think he's well versed in that manner. Matty Owanek second. I'd have myself there.
Well, I have you second.
Okay,
I have you second on my team because you're very worldly, and I think for you have you're a dad and a husband, which
there's
I
a lot
am not. So you would know things if kids are involved or family type things are involved. So I have a Wannock, then you. You have Dustin, then
a Wannock,
okay,
then me.
Okay,
then I've got Reid.
Okay, I also have myself 4th, so we agree on that. I have Jasmine 3rd because I think we would need her diversity of her thought. I do think. I don't think this is sexist. I guess if it is, I'll get in trouble. I do think the female brain thinks a little differently,
Sure,
or might have a little bit of perspective, or certainly would have different life experience,
different perspective.
You know,
Absolutely.
if it's something like maybe a topic that's more related to women or something like that. So I would put Jasmine on. So I got Awanek, Jay, Jasmine, and then me. So you have Dusty, Awanek, yourself, and then me.
Yeah.
Okay, and my fifth is Lieutenant Eric.
Okay.
Because how do you leave him off? So I actually don't have Dusty on my team, and I'm sorry I didn't put any of the young guys on the team.
I don't think he can.
No,
That's
I don't think
okay.
he can.
They don't have the worldly
ageist.
knowledge.
We're ageist.
Well, my closer from the
No,
swing.
we need Jay's last one.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'm rounding out my team with Joaquin
Oh, yeah. How did I miss Gager?
because
He wasn't in today. I forgot about
I
it.
just feel his age and experience, global traveler, calm, cool as a cucumber, could provide good depth, could provide good, hey guys, I think we should do this one.
Oh, especially if we're in the
keep us
huddle
in the
after
huddle.
for that one to steal.
Joaquin's
Yeah.
a big huddle guy.
Yeah, he'd keep everyone in check, right? Yeah, he'd make sure you're calm right around there. Now I'm going to start with my second one, Awanek, which is an obvious choice. I think he should be on every EST Family Feud team. Reid, then I have you third, and of course you have to have Dusty there coming up as well, and then Trev I put on there for a bit of the youth. Like you need the different perspective. Hitting the different age groups and ranges will know different things.
Trev, I think, would be sneaky good.
For the captain and the one to start things off, Dave Jamieson
Ooh,
to be on the team. He is
Pretty
a
good pick, too.
very good pick.
Yeah.
wealth of knowledge.
I like that.
Absolutely amazing.
I like that
so he's
team.
got to rep the seat.
That's a good team.
I think that would be a fun
I honestly,
thing to
though,
do.
I feel like I'm the weak link after we played. Like, I was selfish with mine because I would want to be on the show.
Right.
I don't know if I would help these other teams very much.
Well, I would want to be on the show too. Maybe I'm booting Trev out of that mix.
Well, you can put yourself on.
Okay, well, screw you, Trev. I'm on there. I thought we were
gotta put
excluding
yourself
ourselves
on.
at first, but yes, I'm putting
no,
myself
I put
there.
myself on my team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If you don't believe in yourself, what do you believe in, bro?
Yeah.
nothing.
If you don't believe in yourself, how do you
Yeah.
expect others to
No one
believe
else
in you?
is going to. Yeah. You know why, Coop? Because whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Ooh, that's deep. Right?
I say that to my daughters a lot.
How do they reply? Are they getting
I
sick
say,
of hearing it yet?
I say, if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell's going to
Well,
believe in you?
that is actually true.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to be your biggest fan.
Yeah.
You got to. Confidence.
So, baptized Big Ukes team would be Chet Palmer, the River Lion, the Bond villain, the Bookbinder, and Coop the Corgi. Just seriously, Steve Harvey, like,
Yeah.
is this a dog?
Seriously, is this a dog?
This a dog? That's a horrible Steve Harvey impression.
Lord.
We clean up here. All right.
Vincenzo says Captain Reid, then Matt, Jay, Zach, LTE. Hampton Steve says LTE would be my captain based on how creative he is. I really feel I shouldn't have left LTE off my list. He is a very creative man.
Yeah.
He'd be the guy where you get the question where everybody's answering and everyone's getting an
He's
X on the
thinking
board.
different.
He
But see,
will
that's
get the
what- but-
one that the only person
But that's
said it
why I
right.
wouldn't
Yeah.
want him as my captain. That's why I
Right.
put him fifth.
But he might
He's
think
like,
too far outside the
right.
box.
Like
Naturally.
The guy who goes to the buzzer, the guy or girl who goes to the buzzer has to say the obvious one.
Yes.
Right? Like we had one today that Benny did was just like something you might forget when you're leaving it for work in the morning. Keys, right? Wallet. Like you gotta be right there.
Yeah. Hampton Steve, LT, yeah, because he's how creative he is. Rest of my team would be Maddie, Jay, Joaquin, and Dusty. Chris Purper says Gager, Reid, Jazzy, Matt, YTT.
I just imagine Dustin doing it, and it's like something you bring up in a meeting with your boss, and he'd be like, "More chicken tenders." Okay, let's see. We got chicken
You're
tenders.
worried about the focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, okay, Dustin, something you'd bring to a funeral. Chicken tenders.
Jordan, this is an interesting wrinkle. Who is your top two to play fast money? Now, I'm not that well versed in family food. Is fast money when they go head
At
to
the
head?
end. It's at the end. No, they help each other.
They
But
help
you
each
can't
other.
say the same answers. The two people have to get to 200 points total.
I think Awanek's got to be on that list. He's pretty quick on his
I think
feet.
you and Awanek.
Yeah, we work well together. I like that.
But you get a buzzer if you say the same answer as the other guy. So you have to be able to pivot, right?
You have to pick the second. Next best thing.
Abutsky sent this in. I think he's figuring Chet missed an easy one where he was going nasty gash, nasty cash.
Well, I think Chet got quite a few in.
He says, Abutsky says, raw broccoli florets in the garbage bag, nasty trash. We all remember the broccoli.
That would work as well.
Do you remember? Were you?
I wasn't there.
Okay, that was at the old office.
I don't know if you
weren't there either. I don't think. I was probably not supposed to be there, but I showed up.
We got a break because before 4:00 we got to get Benny's appearance in. We got to get. Well, I guess if we had to, we could move Jay's play of the day, but we want to do it before 4. And Vincent Blanchard, Elks kicker, massive boot last night. He's going to join us. That's 4:00. Here's the Coob with the sports update.
From Boston, game 1 of 3 goes between the Blue Jays and Red Sox. Toronto last in the AL East, Boston third in the division. Trey Savage gets a nod for Toronto. First pitch just after 5:00. 1 game's live currently. Rockies up by 3 over the Brewers, top of the 5th inning. And for the Riverhawks at home, they have their final homestand of the regular season. Just 3 games left. They play host to the Kelowna Falcons tonight just after 5:00. In NHL news, The Athletic has reported that RFA Cole Sillinger and the Blue Jackets have avoided arbitration with a 3-year deal worth nearly $14 million total. Friday night football action. Zach Collaros remains on the 6-game injured list for the Blue Bombers, meaning Drew Brown gets a start against the Stampeders. Kickoff at 6:30. In other news, 41-year-old LeBron James has made his decision, signing a 2-year, $8 million deal with the 76ers to the CEBL. The Battle of Alberta goes between the Stingers and Surge. Tip-off at 7:30 with the entire game available on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. Visit their showroom open 7 days a week or online at ParamountFlooring.ca. The afternoon debate up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubush, keeping you up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Greatest Blackhawk of all time. I've got Stan Mikita, because I know a lot of people say Jonathan Taves, Duncan Keith, Bobby Hall, Glenn Hall, but is Patty Kane, is he the greatest Blackhawk of all time?
I'm trying to think of who we did with the Mount Rushmore things. It's hard to argue that he wasn't. I mean, he played with such great players. You just mentioned the 2 that I would put up there.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh. Emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
We are taking you into the weekend. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Yesterday in the Canadian Brewhouse studio, we ate the Canadian Brewhouse wing flavor of the month for July, mango jalapeno. Loved it. And we also learned that the August wing flavor of the month is bourbon peach. And I think we're going to get those delivered to us in studio at some point too, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're very, very lucky men. And our special guest in studio, in the Canadian Brewhouse studio, is our colleague, Ben Thompson. Hey, Ben.
Hi, Reid. Welcome back.
What do you think of the show?
I thought it was great.
Like, what do you think of the game, I meant? I'm so excited I can't concentrate. What do you think of the Elks game?
It's fantastic. I didn't want to be like the guy coming in here saying like that was the most entertaining game I ever watched in the CFL, but I'm happy to see that it was validated by some of the people that have been watching the game for longer than me. Yeah, I was highly entertained last night. I went for a walk after and recorded a record-setting walk time.
Because you were so excited? That's amazing.
I was buzzing and I was listening to the post-game show. I was fired up.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, so that inspires the afternoon debate and your Keep 3, Cut 5. The afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. Go to egmgolf.com, and remember there are discounted rates for seniors and first responders.
You guys Keep 3 and Cut 5 today.
Where's the music?
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Well, this won't take long.
No filler here.
It's
12 seconds.
Under that one section. I believe it's 11 seconds.
Yeah, 11.
11? Yeah, there you go. You guys Keep 3, Cut 5 today. The most dramatic sports endings of all time.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, not really of all time. They're the 8 that you picked.
Well, yeah, but
8.
It's all time. It's not
Keep 3, Cut 5 dramatic sports endings.
Correct.
Okay.
So, again, and I'll preface this to the Nazis. This isn't just game endings. This is sports endings.
Sports endings.
This goes...
Okay.
There's tons of different ways.
And Awanik oversaw. Not oversaw. He guided you a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, so then we're keeping based on either our emotional connection to them or how grand we think they actually were or whatever. Why are you smirking, Jay? Do you know something already?
No.
Am I being set up here?
No, you're not at all. I would never do that to you. This reeks of tomfoolery. Tom Bradery. Maybe Tom Bradery. I don't know. I just feel like Benny's really gunning for us today. And this topic.
I mean, I've been played with all day today. In the back studio.
I haven't been. I did not play with you.
True.
I taught you some musical things.
You did.
All right.
You did. Okay. I will lead you guys off with 2025 World Series Game 7. How the series ended.
Whoa.
How that series ended.
That's one of the greatest Game 7s of all time. It did not emotionally. It was a letdown.
Yes.
The ball wedge, the tag.
No.
Was the ball wedge in Game 7?
No, that was Game 6. The tag was in Game 7.
But the close play at the plate, and then the home run at the bottom. Yeah, so that whole. I mean, it was a letdown that the Blue Jays lost, but to me. And this isn't just me because, you read a lot of stuff after that. A lot of baseball people considered that one of the greatest World Series of all time. Yep. And it would be one of the greatest Game 7s of all time. So I think for the magnitude of that series, the quality of the series, the quality of the play in Game 7, the drama overall, I'm actually keeping that, even though the team I wanted to win did not win.
You see, I'm going to have a hard time keeping something where the team that
you cheer for,
you want to win or you hope to win is on the other end. I get it was an instant classic.
Yeah.
It really was. But what if Reid, he brings up the 93 World Series?
Well, I guess I'll have to keep it as well.
Then I know, but to me, that's where you're really at a standstill here. So I'm going to cut the 2025 World Series.
Jay cuts.
Now, did you want to predict what we were going to do, each guy?
Not exactly, but there was a couple things that were like, oh, yeah, I think Jay will take this one or Reid will take this one. So a couple. Not exact lists, but. Okay. Next. John Elway, back-to-back Super Bowl titles, including a Super Bowl MVP in Super Bowl 32 to end off his career.
Doesn't move the needle for me.
No, same here.
I'll get a cut for both you two.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great finish for him. Especially because
for John.
Especially because he'd lost 3 Super Bowls in 4 seasons earlier in his career. I think. I
guess if you were a Pat Bolin guy, maybe that would resonate for you.
Yeah, and it's a great story. I mean, he had but yeah, I mean, to me, that's a really cool story that he went out that way. But if you were to tell me, like, hey, like, is this an all-time classic moment that you think of? It wouldn't come to mind for me. I think they beat. Who did they beat? They beat the Packers. And who did they win? The Falcons.
Yeah?
They beat the Packers and then the Falcons.
I just remember the John Elway helicopter.
The helicopter, where he scrambled and got hit in the air.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. I mean, those Broncos teams were built around Terrell Davis, not necessarily around John Elway, though he was still a great quarterback.
And Ed McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Smallest shoulder pads ever.
Father of Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah. So I will cut that one, though I've always liked John Elway, and those were great moments for him.
Okay. Next. Ray Bourque ends his career with the Stanley Cup.
That's a quick cut for me.
Really?
Did he not play one more season after that?
No. He ended his career in Colorado.
He did, but did he retire after winning the Stanley Cup, or did he play another season?
When we were building this list, pretty sure that was
it. Oh yeah, but he went to Colorado the year before, and they lost in the first or second round, and then he won. Yeah, I mean, good for him. One of the greatest defensemen of all time. But like dramatic. I mean, I don't know.
Joe Sakic picks up the Stanley Cup and doesn't even lift it.
Oh, so you're saying the drama of the way he got it
off. Ray Bourque lifts the Stanley Cup to end off his career.
I mean, to me, that's a good. But to me, that'd even be below what Elway did.
Yeah, I would put this as the lowest on the whole list.
That's a clear cut. I'm very happy with my list thus far.
I'm very disappointed I didn't keep the 2025 World Series.
If this is what we're going to get.
If this is the extent of you and Awanik's homework.
If one of them is going to be like Jablonski finishes his junior high basketball career at St. Vincent's School for the Poorly Coordinated Boys with 0 3-pointers. Jablonski walking off the court into is it St. Vincent's? Yeah, it's St. Vincent's.
Oh, it's St. Vincent's, yes.
The Pigeons.
Pigeons.
Okay. Next. Kobe's 60-point game to end his career.
Keep. I'm just a Kobe guy. I've been watching so many Kobe documentaries. And I've rewatched them with my daughters. I think he was an influential character in sports, and he had the story to go behind and back up his play. He went through it all. He made poor decisions. He's, came back from that. He was kind of at the height of his career, and then he dropped that. And then obviously the tragic way that he passed. If you say Kobe, that's going to be on my list for sure.
Yeah, that's an obvious cut for me. I mean, I agree with everything Jay said about his life and career.
You're as cold as ice.
Great player. Certainly was a far from perfect human being. was absolutely beloved. I'm sure Lakers fans, people in LA would probably keep this. For me, it's like, okay, cool. He shot the basketball and at times played a very selfish brand of basketball, and he did that in his final game. Whoop-de-doo.
It's the way he ended his career.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he went out it fitting to his playing personality, but I that's to me, I was like, was that his? I had to think back. Oh, was that actually his final game with 60 or during his final season? That's a clear cut for me.
And to be honest, I needed something to keep.
Well, you don't know what's coming though, baby.
Sure, that's true, baby. We having a baby off?
Maybe. Next, 2 keeps available for you guys too. Eskimos Grey Cup 05.
Keep. Obvious keep.
Yeah.
One of the greatest Grey Cups ever played. Back and forth with the Montreal Alouettes. And to me, that whole run, I mean, they came back in the West Semi to beat Calgary. They had a dramatic win against BC in the West Final. And then they get the 3rd and 4 conversion to Mookie Mitchell. They get a touchdown. They get the 2-point convert to go up 3. They drop an interception on the ensuing drive. Montreal gets a field goal to tie it. They go to overtime. Both teams got touchdowns. And then Fleming got a field goal, and then they stopped Montreal. And that was like just a fairy tale run. And that was one of the greatest Grey Cups I've ever seen. So that's an obvious keep, the 2005 Grey Cup.
I mean, that was Ricky Ray in his glory.
Yes.
That was the best of Ricky Ray, I think, even though he went on to win another, 2 Grey Cups?
With Toronto, yeah.
I thought that was Ricky Ray at his finest. Was that not the Makocha running on the field?
Yeah, because he thought the previous play, the second last play. Yeah.
You know who sang at a halftime show?
Who was 05? I don't know, Loverboy.
Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to keep this one as well. I mean, you have an overtime game in the Grey Cup where both teams come out and score.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And it was the Tucker pass from Ricky Ray, the Jason Tucker special, the post or the corner route.
That might have been on the 2-point convert. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Oh, he hit Tucker on the 2-point convert too.
Yes.
But the matching touchdown in overtime was to Tucker.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Tucker!
Great player.
Okay, so you both use keeps. So you guys both have 2 cuts, 1 keep available. Next one is one I wasn't aware of, but Awanik showed me, and this is crazy. And I'm curious to see what you do here, Jay. Cal versus Stanford, banned on the field, 1982.
That's
an iconic sports moment.
That's classic. But I don't think I can keep that, though, because that's...
It is a great ending, though.
I didn't see it live.
No, that's the problem.
I didn't see it live.
Yeah.
What was I, 8?
You're 8.
So it's just something I read about. It's more quirky than like...
Yeah, there's like good documentaries about that, too.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. The band is on the field.
Yeah. I have to cut it. College football moment. College football isn't as high up for me in my things I'm interested in or remember. Well,
mine would be the Vince Young. Was that the Rose or that was the national championship against USC
in
Texas USC
6 or something like that?
That would be probably one of my bigger NCAA football endings.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But I couldn't keep that one.
Okay, both of you guys cut it. So 2 available, 1 keep, 1 cut for both of you.
Yeah.
Next is Ryan Smith's retirement at Rexall. His final game of his career against Vancouver.
Yeah, again, I don't consider that dramatic. I consider it emotional, certainly for a lot of fans. I got to cover it, which was cool. In big picture, the team sucked. So it was just all about him.
Yeah.
Kind of like Kobe's game was just all about him, though Ryan Smith wasn't that same variety of player. So I remember, Ryan Smith playing the entire 5-minute man advantage when they had a 5-minute power play. I remember him coming out the next morning and say, I wore the uniform for hours after the game. So I guess I remember a lot of stuff about it.
Yeah.
But dramatic, like it's not in the same category. as the Game 7 of the World Series or the Esks winning in 2005. Emotional, memorable, special, but I couldn't elevate it quite to my keep list. Now you're probably screwing me over with some really lame keep.
Well, we get screwed together, Reid, because I'm also cutting that.
Yeah.
Ryan Smith. Yeah. I mean, I get, Reid, that you're saying it's the same in the same vein as the Kobe. But for me, then that memory of Kobe doing that carries forward to how he lost his life and the legacy.
Right.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it fits into the whole story, sure.
Yeah. Okay. What are we keeping, Ben? The, what is this? The, what do they call it?
Marble race on WST?
No, what do they call that thing that happened at Remax Field? The
rip-off at
Remax.
Oh, the rip-off.
It happened almost 2 years to the day, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
I still don't know why that was a ripoff.
It's not that.
Well,
okay, let's guess the sport. I will guess it's not from football, baseball, basketball, or hockey.
It's one of them.
It is from one of them.
No.
Is it from this year's World Cup?
No.
Okay. Oh no, it's not soccer.
It's from one of Benny's NHL games.
Yeah, imagine.
Is it
NHL?
Is it from pro?
It's technically not NHL.
Technically. Oh, it's the U.S. goal from this year.
It's Canada's golden goal in 2010.
Oh, there we go. We did pretty well here.
There you go.
We did pretty well. 2010.
Well.
That's an obvious keep.
You did there.
We did. I'm quite happy with what I kept. I'm very happy. I mean, Ryan Smith would be borderline, but again, I just don't think it was dramatic. If he would have scored the overtime winner
that would have
in his final game, or had 2 goals and an assist or a hat trick or something. That's a special moment for Oilers fans. But even though the Jays lost the World Series, that is a memorable, dramatic game. And it still inspired emotion in me, even though it wasn't the emotion of joy that I was hoping from the Jays winning.
Yeah, I like my list too. Kobe goes off for 60 in his last game. At that time, the Eskimos winning the 05 Grey Cup in dramatic fashion. I would put that Eskimos one above the golden goal, to be quite honest with you. For me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're both pretty significant in terms
that was just that whole playoffs in 05 was magical.
Yeah.
And that was a special team.
Ricky Ray leading the way.
Yeah.
Ricky Ray.
And that had been a tough year for them. I mean, I think they were 10-8. If they would have won their final regular season game in Calgary, they actually would have finished first and got a bye. They lost, so then they had to go on the road, went back into Calgary. I think they were down 9 or 12 at halftime or something like that.
Yeah.
Moss
they were down 23-12 at half.
Right. And then remember Moss, there was that one play Moss was getting sacked and he spun while the guy was around his legs and dumped it off. I think maybe even Matthew Bertrand.
Oh, yeah?
The fullback who then ran. But I mean, Tucker got a touchdown. So yeah, that was a classic run capped off by that incredible Grey Cup game.
Didn't Moss take him through the playoffs? And
Moss came. So I think in BC they were ahead, and BC caught up and tied it, and then Moss went in and got the winning drive.
Ricky Ray took over,
and then Ricky played the entire Grey Cup.
Right?
Yeah, they always went back to Ray as the starter.
Huh. Imagine having that fold of quarterbacks. My gosh, maybe the Elks have it right now.
They had kind of an up and down. You know, I think Ray had some 7-game stretch where he didn't score a touchdown pass. I think they still won 4 of the games, but you know he wasn't really lighting it up. But yeah, that was an incredible run. That was really good, Ben. Were you born in 05? You were born 03.
He was 2 years old.
I was 2 years old.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you remember that game?
I know.
Eric remembers being born.
That's just flat out ridiculous.
He remembers entering the light.
That's no, I don't remember that.
That was really good, Ben. That was very well done.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you to Awanik as well.
Yes, a huge thank you to Awanik. He helped me. Obviously, I didn't know that the Cal Stafford.
Go and watch that.
We did. We went and watched it. It was that was funny.
Yeah,
and then the guy runs over like a tubist or something.
Yeah. That is actually unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know how I hate that? Like if I described it, like if I were to describe sticking with college football, if I were to describe the Flutie Hail Mary to Benny would say, well, that's crazy, but Hail Marys get completed. If I were to say like the band ran on a field and disrupted Benny would be like, okay, Reid, like shut up, like quit bothering me. I got to work, you know? That was really, I wondered if Gretzky's press conference was going to be on there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's we've got a couple minutes here. let's brainstorm. What are some other
that I thought they might be on?
Endings.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't even think of the Gretzky press conference, but that's a really good one. Yeah.
I mean, Lou Gehrig's speech. I wondered if Iwanek was going to go there.
No, we didn't bring him up.
What about Lance Armstrong getting busted? Well, it ended with something.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on what we were thinking of.
I mean, I wondered to troll me if you were going to go Malcolm Butler's interception.
I thought about some of those like like Tom Brady Super Bowls. That one or the comeback against the Falcons.
24-3.
Yeah.
The overtime play.
Or wasn't it 28-3?
28-3.
Yeah.
And it did end on a single play.
Yeah.
So because some of these were endings, but they were
series endings.
Final chapters as opposed to final paragraphs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that too.
So.
I mean, you could have went like OJ acquitted.
Yeah, that was a gripping
story.
Still a sports story, yeah.
Right?
True. Drawing a sports figure.
Yep. I don't know. We were discussing a lot of football came up.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah. I wondered because like when Iwanek gets involved, I wondered if he was going to go like when the Astrodome was imploded. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff like that.
But they'd be interesting takes on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Benny, that was good work. The afternoon debate for Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Remember to check them out online, egmgolf.com. There are discounted rates for seniors and first responders. Are you going to one of the shows tonight?
I'm going Post Malone.
And have you seen him before?
Never seen him.
How excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
9.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
If he didn't have country songs on his set list, it'd be 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
You gotta
don't
open
like
your
the
mind,
country
Benny.
stuff?
I don't mind the country stuff. It's just not like what I've listened to Post Malone to my whole life. I've listened to his rap and pop stuff.
Coob's going to quiz us on Post Malone later. Jay and I are going to be humiliated.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, make
to hear
sure you
about
tune in
this.
for that.
Yeah,
okay.
it's about time to get back at them for some knowledge stuff.
I know, right?
Yeah, we're going to get humiliated.
Bring it on.
Jay's play of the day when we get back in about 9 or 10 minutes. Vincent Blanchard, Elks kicker. What a boot last night. He's going to join us on the phone as well. Here's a sports update.
Addison Barger of the Blue Jays is set to undergo season-ending surgery on his elbow next Monday. He's expected to miss anywhere from 5 to 9 months. From Boston, Game 1 of 3 goes between the Blue Jays and Red Sox. Toronto last in the AL East, Boston third in the division. Treyas Savage gets a nod for Toronto with first pitch just after 5 o'clock. For the Riverhawks, just 3 games left in their regular season at home. Final homestand opens tonight against the Kelowna Falcons just after 7. And Friday Night Football, Zach Collaros remains on the 6-game injured list for the Blue Bombers, meaning Drew Brown gets another start tonight. He'll face the Stampeders. Kickoff at 6:30 elsewhere. LeBron James, the 41-year-old, has made his decision, signing a 2-year deal worth $8 million total with the 76ers in the CEBL. It's the Battle of Alberta. Stingers and Surge hit the court in Calgary. 7:30 tip-off. Find the entire game and listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. The Elks' next home game is August 1st against the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and they're bringing Commonwealth Stadium 65 million years in the past for the prehistoric party, presented by Purelator Tackle Hunger. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. Jay's Play of the Day up next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubush, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
The Edmonton Oilers home and opener has been announced. It'll be the 29th of September. And then they will also play in Vancouver, because Vancouver's home opener was announced, and it will be the Oilers on the 1st of October. So it is a Vancouver-Edmonton home and home. The Oilers getting what should be nowhere close to a playoff team.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
What's better than sleeping under the stars?
Sleeping inside our house? Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Canada's choice for storage solutions with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, in about 5 or 6 minutes, we'll be joined by Edmonton Elks place kicker Vincent Blanchard, who nailed the 57-yard game winner on the final play last night in Regina to get the Elks the win over the Saskatchewan Roughriders. If you're on YouTube, remember, give us a thumbs up. We're at 66 thumbs, baby. Yeah, people are feeling the positive energy. Let's get over 100 as quickly as possible, and we got to do, of course, this wonderful part of the show.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to find out more. You have to be 18 and older to play. And if you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, Reid, we're going to the CFL. We are going to Friday Night Football. And it's happening. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. This game tonight, yeah, it's in Winnipeg, obviously. Dustin's there doing the call. I think this game is going to be a knock 'em out, drag 'em out, bar fight kind of brawl between Calgary and Winnipeg. Vernon Adams has been playing very good this year. Drew Brown has also been playing very good this year. I think both these guys are going to go and echo the sentiment that we all got to see and witness last night, with Cody going over 500, Trevor Harris going over 400. And I have both of them. It's simple. Both of them to pass for over 300 yards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Vernon Adams Jr., Drew Brown, both to pass for over 300 yards. That has been boosted to plus 245. So go to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials. You will see Jay's play of the day. Vernon Adams Jr., Drew Brown, both to throw 300 passing yards boosted. And a special note, I've been following this, and every time I see something from Big Maple, he's our MMA insider for EST, I would say, I always get in on him because he's very in tune with the MMA. Alex Sola, Dustin Jacoby, and Sagid Izagarajamev. Totally butchered that. All to win on the money line. That's been boosted to plus 530. So you got lots of options over there. playalberta.ca/EST for more details. And Reid, always remember to use your game sense.
Okay, we'll take the 4 o'clock break, and then Vincent Blanchard, Elks kicker. What's his day been like when we get back?
The Lock Shop.
The Elks have put themselves in just an absolutely incredible position, and they've absolutely earned it. I mean, they're not fluking games out. Like I think your point is great. They finished strong on offense, defense, special teams in a game against a really good football team. Everything that they've been working against the last couple years, it's time for folks to say, okay, this is a team worthwhile of me supporting.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? August 1st. Elks, Roughriders at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The prehistoric party is back and bigger than ever. Presented by Purelator Tackle Hunger. Experience family-friendly dinosaur-themed fun all game long. All in support of local food banks. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks. Our city, our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Addison Barger of the Blue Jays is set to undergo season-ending surgery on his elbow next Monday. He's expected to miss anywhere from 5 to 9 months. And tonight, the Blue Jays and Red Sox open a 3-game series from Boston. Trey Savage gets a start for Toronto. First pitch just after 5 o'clock at home. It's the Riverhawks, just 3 games left from Remax Field, playing host to the Kelowna Falcons just after 7. Friday Night Football, Zach Caleros out for the Blue Bombers, remains on the 6-game injured list. Drew Brown gets another start, this time against the Stampeders, with kickoff at 6:30. Elsewhere, 41-year-old LeBron James has made his decision, signing a 2-year, $8 million deal with the 76ers. CBL action, the Battle of Alberta from Calgary. Stingers and Surge tip off at 7:30. The entire game is available on any of EST's audio streams. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, we'll have Elks kicker Vincent Blanchard right away here as he booted the game-winning points from 57 yards out last night in Regina. Elks taking it in an incredibly dramatic game, 36-34. If you're on YouTube, give us the thumbs up. We always love getting the thumbs, especially going into the weekend on a positive note. A lot to talk about other stuff this weekend. We're going to get into that a little bit later on. Elks are 6-1 How about that? I believe last year after 7 games, they were 1-6, were they not? They were not good.
No.
So pretty good stuff. We're going to go to the Oil Country Towing Hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. I guess if you have kicking needs, you would call this gentleman, Vincent Blanchard, checking in. Vincent, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Pretty good, and you?
We're doing very well. Thank you for making time for us to come on after game day. How was your day today? I just want to know what your day's like after a dramatic game like that where you had a heroic moment. How do you spend the day? Are you hearing from a lot of people today?
Yes, a lot of people send me a positive message about the game yesterday. But to be honest with you, now for me, I just try to turn the page and think about the next game because we have a lot of game to do, and now it's time to focus on the next kick.
I do appreciate that, but we have to ask you some questions about last night. We will look ahead and talk about some other things, but a lot of people are talking about you today and you making that kick. Vincent, I'm wondering if you can take us into your mind, into your view of that final drive with the team trying to get into your field goal range. Take us into the mind of a kicker as you're watching the offense move down the field.
The most important thing, just stay calm and stay confident in your what you can do. Just stay calm, stay focused, and shout out to the offense. They put me in a good position to give me this chance to kick the 57-yard field goal.
Did you have a distance in mind? Did you have a maximum distance from which you felt you could make it?
To be honest, I feel I can go to 65, 67, to be honest with you. But I was ready for no matter what the distance for last night.
Okay, just one more for me, and then Jay's going to ask you a couple questions. And this one is about last night as well, but I think you're going to like this one because somebody told me your father was at the game. What did that mean to you?
Oh, that was super nice. My father, that was the first time traveled to Saskatchewan. He was with my cousin, and I think that was a good timing to come on the West Coast to see a game in the hostile environment, and with a game with a big purpose to give us the first lead for the West and the standing.
Okay, I got one more before my colleague Jay's going to hop in. Can you talk about what I don't know? I don't really know anything about your family. We're just getting to know you. Can you maybe talk about your dad or parents or other people in your life that have meant a lot to your football career?
My father and my mother always follow me since I'm young in sport. I was a soccer player before that, and they are always with me. They are always encourage me to push me to do the best on the field, and they always have my back since the start. I do sport.
Vincent Blanchard, Elks kicker, joining us here on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. You have something to you, and it's unmistakable now to say, but you like to beat teams from Saskatchewan. I'm going to jog your memory a little bit here and take you back to 2022 when you were a member of the Laval Rouge et Or in the Vanier Cup. You went 5 for 5 in that game, in which your team won 30-24 against the University of Saskatchewan Huskies. Look, you accounted for 15 points that game. That game was on your leg. Did an experience like that in the Vanier Cup prep you in some way for what turned out to be a walk-off game winner last night?
For sure, but I think the best part for me to help me for this situation is last year just to get a full year of experience in this league and grow up with up and down last year. I feel that helped me a lot for this type of kick like yesterday.
I wanted to ask you about your relationship with head coach Mark Killam, who is, as everyone knows, I mean, was a long-time special teams coordinator in the CFL before he got his call to be a head coach. We've had him on our show several times, and he has not wavered in his support of you, of your leg talent, as he calls it. What's it like to have a head coach that also has such an extensive special teams background?
I was super happy when Mark joined the team as a head coach. When I meet Mark for the first time in San Diego, I was in my head, I'm like, I want to play for this guy. He's a great coach. He's a great mentor, and he can motivate everybody in the room, and everybody want to play for him. And he's a very good leader for us.
Vincent, I want you to take us into the locker room post game last night, because being a kicker in professional sports and in football is it's a tough job. I mean, if you're being talked about, it's either for really good reasons or really bad reasons. And last night was a really good reason. What was that like when special teams coordinator Des Coutelier presented you with the, I believe it's a firefighter hat for special teams player of the game, to see your team all rally around you?
That's a good feeling. Just do the job they ask you to do. Just be there and just do your job. It's a good feeling. But every day we need to improve. Every day we can improve something. And I feel I can improve a lot of stuff in my kicking. And I will just continue to improve to make the team proud.
Elks kicker Vincent Blanchard joining us on the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne. Okay, you mentioned that the team wants to look ahead. Obviously, there's still a lot of football left this season. Can you maybe tell us a little bit about the attitude and the camaraderie, the tightness of this Elks team?
Everybody play for each other. I feel that the chemie in this team is very strong. Everybody is positive when we go at the facility. Everybody want to work. Everybody want to step up our game. And we want to do this for the city and for the fan. Okay.
Just to get to know you a little bit, where did you grow up? And I know you mentioned soccer. Tell us a little bit about the sports you played when you were a little guy.
Yes, I started to play soccer at 13 years old. I was a pretty good soccer player. I got an agent at 17 years old. I get the chance to get some professional camp in Europe. But when I came back at 17 years old of some camp in Europe, I was starting to play football at the same time, and I fell in love with the sport, and I just put soccer on the side and focus more on football.
Now, did you always kick in football, or did you ever dabble in any other positions?
I was a receiver and a returner. To be honest, I don't want to be a kicker, but at 17 years old, I get a big tragedy, and the doctor told me that was not a good idea to go back on the field and receive contact. And at this moment, I focus on the kicking, more on the kicking, yeah.
Sorry, are you able to tell us? I sounded like you said tragedy. Is there an injury? Are you comfortable telling us about this?
Yes, I don't know if it's a good word, but I got an hémorragie interne. Like I lost a lot of blood in my body because of a contact on the field. And I got a big surgery about this, a big recovery. And the doctor told me after that that was not a good idea to go back on the field and receive contact because that can happen again. and that's why I focus on the kicking now.
Okay, well, amazing. Good for you for fighting through that and obviously sticking with it to become a pro kicker. What about when you were a kid? Like, who did you look up to? Soccer players, hockey players, football players? Did you have a favorite team or athlete when you were a kid?
I was looking. I like sport. To be honest with you, I like soccer. I like football. I like basketball. I like hockey. I don't have. I like the Habs. To be honest with you, I'm from Montreal. I'm a big Habs fan. But when I open the TV and watch sport, I just want to see a good match. And that's it.
Okay, now before you joined the Elks, had you ever been to Edmonton?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, before you joined the Elks, had you ever been to Edmonton?
No, that was my first time to Edmonton 2 years ago in 2024. That was very my first time.
Okay, how have you liked living here for the last couple of years? What have you learned about the city?
I really like the city. I feel it's more calm compared to Montreal. I would say it's like a big camping. I feel it's nice to wake up and get no traffic and all this stuff. The people here are very, I would say, positive about the football. They like football and it's very good for the team.
Okay, well, everybody's wondering what neighborhood you live in that there's no traffic. You must be in one of the ones that doesn't have any construction.
Maybe.
Vincent, before we let you go, this has been brought up. For your information, we're live on YouTube. We're live streaming, so we have a chat that is always going on during our show. And several people have asked because I've brought donaires down to the field for some of the players. Now, you grew up in Canada. I mean, you said you're from Montreal. You've certainly had a donaire, no?
No, but I say Montreal to everybody because everybody know Montreal. But I from Saint-Germain-de-Grand-Tam. It's a small city between Quebec and Montreal. But yes, I say Montreal to everybody because everybody know Montreal. It's more simple like this. But I live 2 years in Montreal, and I live 2 years in Sherbrooke for school. I travel. I've been in a lot of places in my life, I would say.
Okay, so I mean, the obvious question is, if I brought you a donaire to practice after practice, would you be okay with that? Would you want that? Are you willing to try a donaire?
For sure.
Okay. The regular order on a donaire is lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and the donaire sweet sauce. Does that all work for you?
Yeah, that worked for me.
All right. Okay. Book it. We'll make that happen next week.
Hey, Vincent.
Perfect.
Thanks for making the time to come on the show. I know this is probably a day off for the team, so thank you for accommodating our request to come on the show. Great moment last night, and I love how you're focused ahead, and hopefully many more awesome moments for you and the Edmonton Elks. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for the invite, and for sure we always continue to improve. And I feel it's just a start. We're going to make the city proud of the football team.
Right on. Well said. That is Vincent Blanchard on the Oil Country Towing Hotline, place kicker for your Edmonton Elks. Incredible moment last night. I mean, it's been awesome to watch him grow over the last about season and a half or so. I mean, hey, like a lot of people new to their professions, maybe a couple tough games early last season, and now he is very, very steady. And then, I mean, just one of the many magic moments in last night's game. He makes that walk-off, and I wondered, I mean, he's 28. He's not a kid. I'm glad you asked the Vanier Cup question. Mm-hmm. This is his profession. He's kicked. He's practiced. He's put in tough situations in practices. You know, like I mean, you know what it's like. I mean, when they practice, they practice late game situation. And then in practice, and the coaches don't make it easy. Like, you know, they don't be like, okay, you got 20 seconds. They'll be like, you got 7 seconds. Get on the field and kick. Like, so they've been through that. But I still wondered, I'm like, okay, this is his first time as an Elk. What's he going to do? Like, there was never, he walked out on the field. It could have been a kickoff to a preseason game.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have known if you just had shown somebody video of him. Strokes it through. He feels he can make it from 65. I think that one would have been good from 65.
I think he can.
And just another incredible moment in this still relatively young season. And I feel happy for him. He talked about his sports journey. He was trying to maybe play some receiver, had something happen to him, couldn't take any contact. And he said he's looking ahead to many more moments like that.
Well, and having that coach connection with Coach Killam, think of how much that has blossomed now and what other doors are open now. Because I'll tell you what, Reid, if that was in the second quarter and it was 3rd and 6 from the 49.5-yard line, they're punting that all day.
Sure they are. Yep.
Okay, maybe not anymore. Maybe you're saying, all right, Vinny, you proved it. You can go out there and take this kick. We trust you. We believe in you. You've got your whole team behind you. And you could clearly see that last night from the locker room cut that the Elks put out. Vinny was the hero of the day. Yeah. They were even encouraging him to say his, you always speech. Yeah. They wanted it in French.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I guess I must have said pickles instead of onions.
Oh, okay, we'll be fine. We'll
figure it out. You know what? That guy's going to try. He's a good dude.
He was great, and very well spoken.
Yes.
And we know this is a bilingual country, but English is not his first language. If I had to do an interview in French, I would sound about 1/1000th of how good he sounded.
Sure.
He was really good. I think he showed some personality. He was honest. I think he showed his passion for what he does for a living and for now being a member of the community and playing for the Edmonton Elks. And I appreciate you, Jason Milne, having a kicker on the show.
Yes, we are kicker friendly here on the Reid Wilkins Show.
Well, when you do your job,
as in professional sports, yeah. And that's why I said, man, it's a tough gig, because if people are talking about you, it's usually not because you're doing okay.
Yeah,
it's because you either cost the team or you won the game.
Yeah. Well, he's missed one kick this season.
Yes, he has been.
And it was not. Fantastic. I mean, it's always cost you points, but it wasn't like, oh my God, like. What, it was a 40-some yarder, I think. He's had 2 attempts from 50 or longer. He's made both of those.
Yep.
And again, one of them. I mean, I know kicking in pro football has changed. Like the outer limits for place kickers keeps extending. I mean, we see in the NFL there's usually a few 60-plus yards. But having said that, to me, once it gets 55 or longer. It's
a little more lenient.
It's a little bit like,
or less lenient.
Okay, it's the odds of making it go down, but he absolutely nailed that one. Just an incredible moment.
Well, and Reid, that kick that he game winner, the walk off, that was pure. That was off the foot. That thing was going through, no doubt.
And then again, when it went through, I know on TV you don't see every shot of every single player. He was like the calmest guy on the field.
Mm-hmm. Well, and do you not recall? There was about a 1-minute wait until that kick happened.
Yes.
I heard Killam in the post game. He said that somebody from Saskatchewan was injured,
right?
Because Saskatchewan obviously was out of timeouts. And I mean, hey, it's not illegal to do that, to take a knee and said, I need a breather, to try and ice the kicker. He stayed composed. He stayed in his lane. Good, very happy for him. And especially hearing him talking about it. I mean, yes, Reid, you said it. He's a professional. Mm-hmm. Like, this guy kicks for a living, and he's proud to do it. He's proud to be in Edmonton and a member of the Elks.
Well, and in that postgame, Killam said he actually wanted Blanchard to come back to the sideline and sort of reset, but then he couldn't get his attention or Blanchard didn't see him. But this is the thing. Whether you're in your second year in the CFL or whether you're Cody Fajardo or Connor McDavid or whoever, there's always moments, right? And there are always moments where your coach and your teammates are going to maybe learn about you, or you're going to reinforce something, or you're going to inspire confidence or belief in a moment or whatever. And though I think we know that Mark Killam strongly believes in Blanchard, still, that was another. Now Mark Killam knows, okay, long field goal, the most hostile environment in the country.
Yeah.
Game on the line. You got to wait a little longer. Now he knows, oh, Vinny can do it. I always believed he can do it, but now I've actually seen him do it, right? So that's like even another level of, and all his teammates are, and now let's face it, Jay, now all his teammates, all the guys on offense are like, and well, the whole team, but now they know, okay, we got Vinny.
Yep.
I don't have to get to the 20.
Right. Yeah,
I mean,
let's get it to the 40 and we're good.
To, but yeah.
But even what he said there, Reid, right off the bat, the first question you asked, how you doing today? He didn't bask in the glory all that much. He said, now it's on to the next one and it's on to the next kick. You'd like to hear that if you're an Elks fan.
We have a lot to discuss still about this game. We do want to look at some of the things that were challenging for the Elks last night. A certain down, especially in the second half of the third quarter. Happy to hear from you, of course. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. They have a great deal at Tap 25, the $21.99 prime rib special, 7 days a week, 11:30 in the morning to 11 at night, except show nights. It's available for dine-in and takeout. So that's the prime rib special, just $21.99, rivercreeresort.com. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. A lot of comments coming in there. We appreciate all the people who enjoyed hearing Blanchard on the show. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. We are at 75 thumbs. We want to get at least 100. Let's go big today for the Elks being 6-1, and subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already. And by the way, once you've given the thumbs up, click the share button and send the show link off to other people. Get them involved in our community. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. Here is Zachary Kubish.
Addison Barger of the Blue Jays. It's set to undergo season-ending surgery on his elbow next Monday. He's expected to miss anywhere from 5 to 9 months. And tonight, game 1 of 3 between the Blue Jays and Red Sox goes from Boston. Trey Savage gets the nod for Toronto. First pitch at 5:15. One game's live right now in the majors. Rockies up 5-2 on the Brewers. Top of the 8th inning, and a handful of games about to get underway, including the Yankees and Phillies warming up. From Remax Field, the Riverhawks have their final home stand of the regular season, playing host to the Kelowna Falcons tonight just after 7. In Friday Night Football, Zach Collaros remains on the 6-game injured list for the Blue Bombers, meaning Drew Brown gets a start against the Stamps. Kickoff at 6:30. And in other news, 41-year-old LeBron James has made his decision. He's back while heading to Philadelphia, joining the 76ers on a 2-year deal worth $8 million. Total CEBL action, the Battle of Alberta from Calgary. Stingers surge at 7:30. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding area for over 30 years. Windsor Plywood has doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Reid Wilkins, Jay Milne. Roll on with some Elks conversation. Next up here on the Reid Wilkins Show, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Marshall Ferguson, CFL on TSN.
I mean, heck, guys, I was covering the Philpott Bowl last week. During the pregame introductions, they're like, number 85, Jalen Philpott, and the crowd popped. Like, with my headset on, and I took my headset off, I'm like, oh my God, did they just actually like lose their minds in a pregame introduction? That never happens in the CFL. So, homegrown heroes, to me, the Alouettes have probably got 2 of the top 5 when it comes to Tyson and Davis Alexander right now. It's just the reality.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Grandpa, what's this?
That's my opening day ticket to the first ever Blue Jays game.
Wow, you kept it all this time?
Of course, some things you treasure forever.
Keep your treasure safe with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Believe in me, the dreams that I foresee. Believe in me, believe in me, believe in me.
Jason Milne on the lead vocals. Classic track. Speaking of great local bands, tonight at 9, Whale and the Wolf, Taste of Edmonton. Obviously, Lucas Holt in Whale and the Wolf is the brother of our own Lieutenant Eric. So a good opportunity for them to see them perform live. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, right? It's Taste of Edmonton?
When the bands? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. All right. So
and then Sunday, they're at K-Days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, big weekend for them.
Big weekend.
A lot going on this weekend. What is there's so the big ass stadium tours tonight and tomorrow?
Correct.
What's this comedian some people are going to? Josh Johnson? I don't know anything about him. He's
Never
from The
heard of
Daily
him.
Show. But anyway, people are going to that. I think he's doing 2 shows tonight. And one of my buddies texted me that he's going with his wife as well.
Sounds exciting.
So that's really cool. Oh, and the little thing called the Nasty Bash is tomorrow.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Don't get into the poison ivy. You'll get a nasty rash. Yeah. Don't get into a fight. It'll be a nasty clash.
Yeah,
you and me trying to sprint 100 meters. A nasty dash.
That would be nasty.
Remember that time I was taking a picture of you and I blinded you with the bulb? The nasty flash. Remember that time I made you those potatoes, but they were rotten? The nasty mash. That's, you want to keep going?
Found some money in the gutter the other day. It was nasty cash.
Yeah. Well, that's the counterfeit bills as well.
No, mine was in the gutter.
But yours was in the gutter. Coop,
I've
you
nothing.
want to check in with
I have
something?
nothing. I'm trying to come up with something nasty.
Coop's they're done in 90
I
minutes.
heard Chet Palmer's girlfriend from the Ponderosa has a nasty lash.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. By the way, the off-topic topic is not coming up with words that rhyme with bash and putting them after nasty.
My wife April used to be a Calgary Stampede princess. She wore a nasty sash.
Oh, this is incredible.
I was cooking
Sometimes she wore it so long during the day, it gave her a nasty rash.
Oh, my goodness.
I was cutting up some cucumbers in the kitchen.
Jasmine. Oh, sorry.
Sliced my finger. It was a nasty slash.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Jasmine says, some purists think the new CFL rules nasty trash.
Hey. Some people say my favorite sweet is some nasty ganache.
Oh, my goodness. This is really all I want to hear from when I'm at the Nasty Bash tomorrow. Just come in with your rhymes. The off-topic topic for William Huff, again, is not rhyming words with bash, though it is pretty fun. Pick your Edmonton Sports Talk Family Feud team. So the captain and then the 4 other people. So mine was Awanek, Milne, Jasmine, me, and Lieutenant Eric. Jay's was Dustin, Awanek, himself, me, and Gager. Coobs was Dave Jameson. Good pick. Awanek, me, Dustin, and himself. I mean, you got to put yourself on the team.
I just want to be there to say hi to Steve Harvey. That's all I'd want to be there for.
Coob would just ask for his autograph. Coob, you got to give an answer. Oh, do it.
Steve Harvey. Oh, that wasn't the answer. Dang it.
Eska Huber. The air I'm breathing tastes like nasty ash. It's a little smoky sometimes. Very well done, everybody. All right. Portions of this hour are presented by the 6-1 Edmonton Elks. The next home game, and I'm going to predict there's going to be a pretty nice crowd.
Well, maybe we should buy or sell about
because
that
the team's 6-1. Yeah, we could do that. The team's 6-1, and it will be against the Riders. They always the fans travel well. And I've even heard there's some Rider fans who live in the Edmonton area.
They walk amongst us, Reid.
And it's also going to be Commonwealth Stadium going back in time 65 million years for a dinosaur-themed game against the Riders. It's the prehistoric party game. And it's presented by Pure Later Tackle Hunger, so you're also encouraged to bring a donation for the food bank. That's next Saturday, August 1st, 5 p.m. GoElks.com for tickets and to read more about it. And I'll already start promoting our coverage, which will be a 4 p.m. Commonwealth Stadium Green and Gold kickoff show.
Yes.
With Milne and Matt, and then they'll be on after the game as well. This is next Saturday. So a little more discussion on last night's game. Thrilling, exciting. But the big, I mean, if the Elks had lost, here's what we're talking about. How do you botch 2 third down attempts in the last, 6 minutes of the game? They have the 3rd and 2 on Saskatchewan side of the field with the lead. I didn't mind going for that because if you would have been stopped, there's still a lot of time left. But it's a horrible snap. It's a mistimed snap. And then Cody probably should have ate the ball. He tries to flip it off the Rankin, and it bounces around, and Saskatchewan brings it back. So first of all, what happened with the snap coming in at the wrong time? Who's that on?
Well, I believe it's on the center Mark Cordy. And the reason I say that is because I thought that they were going on a silent count, which is usually he gets a tap from somebody, the guard, when Cody raises his leg. Cody wasn't even looking at the ball when it was snapped. He was motioning a player over. So very unfortunate. In hindsight, yes, Cody should have ate that ball.
Yeah.
Because it's
midfield.
But you know what, Reid? Maybe in hindsight, everything worked out the way it should have for the Elks, because guess what? Saskatchewan gets the ball down there, and that shortens their drive that they have to go. This is the same drive in which Trevor Harris threw that underthrown ball, and Saskatchewan had to settle. Or sorry, that was the drive before.
That was the previous one, yeah.
Sorry. Execution. On both of these, I don't call them third down gambles. I call them third down disasters. Third and disaster for the Elks last night happened twice in the fourth quarter. Both were execution based.
Yeah, that led to the missed field goal.
That's right.
And maybe Leake should have given up a single there. He should have kneeled down.
Well, Malik Carney had that huge sack to push them back to get their field goal at a range where he was not comfortable with, had to really put a leg into it. Sometimes you see when kickers overkick,
right,
they shank the ball, which is exactly what happened. So not much of a foul there. But the next one, Reid,
was it even 6 inches?
That was so weird. Let's go back. I thought that was an unfair spot. Where, remember they said, "Oh yeah, the head CFL has reviewed this, and the ball is they moved that ball back
after the failed." Yeah.
But
the spot on the second down play to get it there was fine. They were just short.
I don't know. Why do you go over Cameron Carter when you're in short yardage? You have Brett Boyko and Jordan Murray on the left side that are two monsters. I just don't know. Like that comes down to execution. I don't know why or how you can't just push forward and gain half a yard just by falling forward. Just fall forward. Instead, you get upright, you expose your body, makes it way easier because Snyder's not a small guy, Reid. He's 6'2", he's 210 pounds, I think. Like, he's bigger than Fajardo. He's their version of Tommy Stevens, I guess. But they need to be able to move that line. And do you notice they didn't have anybody else in support roles? Like sometimes they'll bring in an Austin Mack or somebody or Brendan O'Leary Orange, some big bodies to help move that secondary surge so Snyder can come in and sneak in right beside them.
Right.
They didn't have that. Now, are those fixable? Yes. Is it a tough situation because you're missing your entire interior core of your original O-line to start week one? Yeah. So, I mean, crowd noise came into play on the first third and disaster, and then just poor execution on the second, third, and disaster. But I feel they're fixable. And Reid, at the end of the day, they made up with it. They made up for it on the final drive. They had 2 third down conversions that they made up for. They ended up going 50% on third down conversions last night.
Yeah, I didn't mind when they went for it on 3rd and 2. Like, neither of these situations were questioning the coaching decision. I mean, clearly, 3rd and 3 inches from your own 11, you should go for that and get it. Eske Huber, though, makes a good point. He says Schneider has not been impressive on short yardage.
I would agree.
At this point, I would just prefer Fajardo to do it. Or could Powell do it? I don't know.
Yeah, it just seems like it doesn't have a nose for the gaps or the holes that he should hit.
Right.
What about bringing in your fullback, Skylar Griffith, 44. He's a big body.
Yeah, that's what BC does.
He can
right?
move the pile.
Yeah.
We've seen tight ends come in. We've seen fullbacks. As long as the exchange is okay, but they just need to simply execute better, and that's fixable.
Right. But this can't, we all got to recognize, as glorious as last night's win was, in most cases, you will not survive 2 third down disasters in the last 6 minutes. The 3rd and 2, if they'd run the ball up the middle and got stopped, I would not consider that a disaster.
Well, that was
the way with the bad snap and then losing 30 yards or whatever, that turned out to be a disaster.
I think that was a nice play call because when you saw it from the reverse angle, you could see that was actually a counter. They were pulling the guards from the right side, Cameron Carter, and leading Justin Rankin up the hole. I think they would have got that first down.
They might have got that. All right, so we had to talk about that. That's a major part of the game. Was it Cordell Jackson had a bit of a tough night in the secondary? Now, I predicted this would not be an air show. Just so everybody hears me say it, because it doesn't happen often. I was wrong.
I thought you said they would push the ball down the field.
No, I said they wouldn't. I didn't expect a lot of deep shots, given the quality of those secondaries. But it turned out to be exactly the opposite. And it was right from the start of the game. Saskatchewan was going for it and converting. But it seemed like Jackson got isolated maybe more than some other guys. Because they went after Tyrell Ford a couple of times, and he made good plays. Mm-hmm. Jackson just had guys sort of run by him and beat him. Was that just who he was matched up against, or did you see anything specific there?
I think the Elks might have got caught with their hand in the cookie jar in the first quarter and the first half.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, I think J.C. Sherritt came in, their defense coordinator, and said, nope, we're going to run man up on these guys. We're good. We're really good. Okay, they're really good too. You need to maybe change that game plan, and you saw a lot more of a zone approach in the second half. They did take a couple shots downfield in the second half that didn't come together because the Elks changed their game plan in the secondary. In the first half, it was far too much covers. It wasn't even cover zero like they were blitzing, Reid. They were just trying to have an extra man in the box because Trevor Harris, what's his greatest attribute? Yep. Quick release. So they tried to have another man in the box to take care of that short game. Trevor Harris in Saskatchewan said, well, okay, if you're going to be man-on-man with us, we're going to take shots. And they were definitely picking on Cordell Jackson, who, in a man-on-man situation, this is no slight to Cordell Jackson, But I'm sorry, you're the odd man out when you have to choose between Tyrell Ford, J.J. Ross, and Cordell Jackson.
We always promise that we're going to give a complete look of the game, as complete as we can from what we saw and time permitting. And so I got to say this. I thought the Elks got a break on the offensive pass interference. I got the game log up here, just over 4 minutes left. Harris goes to Emelis deep down the left side. Now, there was an immediate flag, and Cordell Jackson was looking back at the ref right away. But and I know there was not a close-up. There was only kind of that diagonal long shot. But I'm like, man, oh man, I thought that's a tough way for Saskatchewan to lose a touchdown.
It is. He did gain separation, though.
So was it kind of the push to the head?
Helmet? Yeah.
So you think that's why they called it?
Absolutely.
It was actually to the head.
Because it created an unfair advantage for the receiver.
Like if it's hand checking to the hip, they probably don't call that.
They probably don't see it.
Right.
But because Cordell Jackson was in really bad position.
Okay,
because he was there, it extended the arm of the Saskatchewan receiver, Emelis, which made it more apparent to the sideline official, which was right there. But it's just that extra, whenever you see a receiver's arms extended, or for that matter, a defensive back's arm extended, that's usually not a good look. And in this case, you know what? Was it ticky-tack? It's not the worst pass interference call I've seen. It's not the best one either.
Right.
But that ref had a really good look and angle on that. Because after that, Cordell Jackson also stumbled a bit, which made it look a little worse than it probably was.
Right.
But sure, they did get away with that. I mean, that's the ebbs and flows of it. And then you could talk about measurements early on in the game. And
okay, what about? I know you talked about it last night.
Yeah, I had to put this video out because the head ref of that game. This was, I think it was in the first half. And
I think it was the one that led to the touchdown.
Yeah,
right
Keyshawn Johnson. It was 17-14 at this time. Saskatchewan's driving. They're moving the ball downfield. It was close in Edmonton's zone, but it was a second and short. And it looked like Saskatchewan was short, so they called in a measurement. Now, normally, here's what you do on a measurement. Both sticks come in from the sideline.
Yeah.
They place a marker on the 5-yard line or the 10-yard line
on a solid line,
and it goes there, and then the stick goes this way, the other stick goes that way, and they tighten the chain, Reid. That's why there's a chain there. They tighten it, and then they move the chain to where the ball is and pull it tight. Yeah, you're tight. Okay, sit it down. They did none of that. They moved it away from the ball. They didn't tighten the chain. There was some piece of fabric covering the bottom of the flag marker that made it look 3 inches wide at the bottom of this marker. Like everything about that measurement was completely wrong. So wrong that the head referee grabbed the ball and rolled it forward towards the stick. I have never seen that in my life. A referee moving the ball. And by the way, his hand was like, he's nervous probably. The camera's right in his face. His hand was shaking like you wouldn't believe. What are we doing? Like it was just completely botched from start to finish, and then you see the chain tighten up from the other end. That's not how it's supposed to go. The chain's supposed to be tight from the ball side. Oh, it was comically bad. If you want to see the clip, it's on my ex at Jason Milne. It's just, I don't know how that happens. I'm sure they will be discussing that in the officials meeting this week.
Okay.
I've never seen an official roll a ball towards a chain.
Justin Rankin had a modest game by his standards. He had 12 carries for 39 yards. He had 3 receptions for 27 yards. I mean, he had a couple nice runs. He didn't have anything really like a 20 or 30 yarder.
Close, though. There
was a couple that were close. I heard you guys talk about it a little bit last night because questions come in, and even after the BC games, it's like, well, has the league figured out Rankin? Oh, have they stopped Rankin? I don't think so. I think he's a great player. I think he's clearly getting some of the focus. Justin Rankin wants the Elks to win football games. The Elks, if the Elks scored 14 points last night and Rankin had those stats, I might be worried. They scored 36 points. Fajardo had one of the best, and again, I don't think this is just recency bias or me exaggerating. Cody Fajardo delivered one of the best quarterback games in the history of the Double E. Okay, in franchise history. So Rankin's stats were modest. I don't think he's been figured out. I still think he's a great player. And again, they won because they have other weapons. They have a quarterback who got the job done. They have Austin Mack, who was a big free agent signing. They have TJ Luther emerging, who was a receiver Ed Hervey went out and found. Julian Grant, who was on the team last year, had one reception, but it went for 68 yards. O'Leary Orange came up with a touchdown. Leak only had one reception, but he got it into the end zone.
Yep.
So to me, I know there's a lot of people who maybe are learning more about the Elks. They're big hockey fans. This is Rankin stats last night. This was Connor McDavid only has a second assist, but the Oilers win 5-4.
Yes.
Because other guys can do it. The Elks have other guys that can do it. I still think Rankin's going to be a very, very explosive player for the team.
And it's not like the Oilers are beating the Vancouver Canucks 5-4.
Right.
They're beating the Dallas Stars 5-4. And Connor McDavid's held off the score sheet. Oilers fans would look at that, Reid, and say, oh, what a team win. Yeah. Holy smokes, the depth of this Oilers squad. Well, yeah, pick your poison. If you're going to say we're gonna stop Justin Rankin, and they didn't stop him. Justin Rankin, what we're used to seeing from him is massive numbers. He didn't have a terrible game.
Right.
But if you're going to say we're going to pack the box and stop Justin Rankin, then okay, go ahead. Because Cody Fajardo might hang a perfect QBR efficiency rating on you.
Yeah.
Of 158.3. He might throw for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. You might have 2 receivers that go over 150 yards receiving. If you're going to focus that much on Justin Rankin and stopping the run game.
Most yards passing in a game in EE history, Warren Moon, 555, 1983. Jason Moss, 540, 2004. Warren Moon, 522 in 1983. Mike Riley, 2013, 511. And then Cody Fajardo last night, 510.
Where does that rank amongst Double E?
5th.
Wow.
5th most.
To think of the quarterbacks that have come through this organization.
Yeah. I mean, Ricky Ray topped out at 469 in a game. What a bum. No, but that was a great performance by the offense. And again, I think Justin Rankin's still going to be very, very productive. All right. That was presented by the Edmonton Elks. GoElks.com. Check out the schedule. Learn more about how to get tickets. Should be a big crowd. We're already building that up for next Saturday, August 1st. We will have buying or selling for Damon Bunting when we get back.
Addison Barger will miss 5 to 9 months with his season being shut down due to surgery next Monday on his elbow. And from Boston, game 1 of 3 goes between the Blue Jays and Red Sox. Trey Savage gets the nod for Toronto with first pitch just after 5. The Riverhawks, they're at home to the Kelowna Falcons. Just 3 games left from Remax Field this regular season. First pitch just after 7 o'clock Friday Night Football. Zach Caleros remains on the 6-game injured list for the Blue Bombers, meaning Drew Brown gets the start against the Stamps tonight. Kickoff at 6:30. And LeBron James, the 41-year-old, has made his decision, signing a 2-year, $8 million deal in Philadelphia with the 76ers to the CEBL. It's the Battle of Alberta. Stingers and Surge hit the hardwood in Cowtown starting at 7:30, the entire game available on any of EST's audio streams. And this sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. At Say the Reid Sport Medicine, get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. Buying or selling after the break here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubush, keeping you up to date.
The EST Hangout.
5 games on the Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Oilers.
I love that back to back. I love that.
Ready for this.
I think it'll be good.
You're not ready.
I know.
The schedule coming out, I always love looking at schedules, but I'm thinking like September 29th, and that's just like
too soon.
That's a little over 2 months away, and we're back at the rink.
Yeah.
Usually be pre-season.
We haven't had a good summer yet.
I know.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Grandpa, what's this?
That's my opening day ticket to the first ever Blue Jays game.
Wow, you kept it all this time?
Of course, some things you treasure forever.
Keep your treasure safe with Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
2 guys and a goalie.
Greatest Blackhawk of all time. I've got Stan Mikita, because I know a lot of people say Jonathan Taves, Duncan Keith, Bobby Hall, Glenn Hall, but is Patty Kane, is he the greatest Blackhawk of all time?
I'm trying to think of who we did with the Mount Rushmore things. It's hard to argue that he wasn't. I mean, he played with such great players. You just mentioned the 2 that I would put up there.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Said we could both get jobs and we could move to the city, 'cause there's something wrong with how we live, and we could both.
Oh, here's Whale and the Wolf. Taste of Edmonton tonight. Jay's got a shirt. That is a weird looking shirt.
It's my concert going out shirt.
There it is.
Who's on the shirt?
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Oh yeah, Coob was still in. Do you know what that's from?
No clue. I said various different television.
Have you ever heard of
programs.
Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
Tim Allen, who plays Tim the Toolman Taylor,
right,
is Tim Allen, the real person. Also voices Buzz Lightyear.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Still don't know who that is.
You stick with me, Coob.
I'll stick by your side.
We'll
That's
take your
why.
places.
Actually, I should have added you on my Family Feud team.
Too late now.
Ugh. I feel bad. I feel terrible.
Don't feel bad.
Tell you what, give us the thumbs up if you have us on YouTube this afternoon. We're about 20 thumbs away from reaching our threshold of 100. We like to get there every show. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Afternoons just got a serious upgrade at the Canadian Brewhouse Happy Hour, Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. Deals starting at $3.99. Make the smart move and head to the Canadian Brewhouse. Jay's play of the day for Play Alberta is what again?
Vernon Adams and Drew Brown. Friday Night Football out in Winnipeg. Dusty's on the call. Luke Wilson's with him in the booth. Both of them to throw for over 300 yards. I think it's going to be an air show part 2.
Okay. Awesome stuff. We have Buying or Selling presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. I hope we get some audience participation in this as well. Buying or selling, that was the most significant EE's victory since the 2015 Grey Cup.
Wow. I mean, that's hard to argue.
I mean, certainly since 2020. And then, I mean, they missed the playoffs in 18. They won the East Semi in 19 as a crossover team. Last night's game felt bigger.
It felt bigger. The moment was bigger. This was this is for top dog in the West Division of a team that, let's be honest, nobody expected the Elks to be 6-1. Nobody. And they keep doing it. They keep beating good teams.
Yeah.
They've beaten Montreal. They've beaten Winnipeg. And now they've beaten Saskatchewan. And I think it was so big, Reid, is because it was a collective sigh of relief for Elks fans to say, okay, I can plant my flag beside this team. They're for real.
Yeah.
I think that's why it was such a big game. And given the fourth quarter and the entire game, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt significant to me. I mean, last year you had the back-to-back losses on the last play against Toronto and Hamilton. But the previous year under Chris Jones, was it not 3 consecutive games? They lost right at the end on last play field goals.
The previous year, 2024, they did sweep the Labor Day.
Yeah, and there was which year was the Queen's Wave game when, I forgot the guy's name already, Dean, the British kicker. I can't believe I just forgot his name.
Yeah.
Or was that in 23?
I think that was in 23.
That was 23.
I can't even remember his name. Dean Faithful.
Dean Faithful, yeah. But some of those nice wins during the 5 years out of the playoffs were, okay, well, they sort of still have a chance.
But they're still not making the playoffs.
They're still 4-8. Or, yeah, it's nice to beat Calgary, but, well, you got to win every other game. Like this
had more relevance.
This was, you went toe-to-toe with the defending Grey Cup champions who are still an excellent team, and you rolled with the punches. You had downs. You had plays you got beat. You made mistakes, and you still won.
And maybe that was one of the biggest takeaways from this game last night, Reid, was that at some point you thought, okay, well, Saskatchewan's got control now. And then boom, Austin Mack touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay, Saskatchewan answers back. Okay, boom. One play, 81 yards, Austin Mack, another touchdown. This team didn't go away. They didn't give up on each other. And that's just something, it's just been beaten out of this city in terms of believing in this team.
Right.
There hasn't been that expectation or even belief that a team like this can go toe to toe and battle in an offensive game.
Yeah.
In a shootout, in an air show. The Elks did it. They hung in there, but they went blow for blow and ultimately had the foot on their ball, the foot on Blanchard's leg at the end of the game to win it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was to me, it was the most significant victory. I mean, I know there's other exciting games. Certainly I remember Riley, they were way behind in BC. Like they looked out of it. They came back and won. There was that 6-hour game in Winnipeg.
Sure.
That was an incredible game. But this was a really significant win. Like how it happened.
When it happened.
When it happened. Even if you wind up splitting this season series, you're still jockeying for first place, and now you got a chance to be you'd be 2.5 games up on Saskatchewan if you swept it. So it's pretty significant. And I really believe, like I was thinking today, season ticket holder since 1997. I really think this is one of the greatest regular season wins that I've seen. And there's been a lot of exciting wins. There's been last minute wins. There's been last minute losses, but you're talking about the wins. If you want to talk about like one game I always remember, the 2001 Labor Day game. Like Jason Moss was the quarterback. He leads them down the field. Fleming hits a last minute field goal. There was that game I think in 2009 when Ricky hit Fred Stamps in the end zone against Calgary. It wasn't the rematch. It was another game against Calgary, and the Edmonton Sun headline the next day was Stamps, Stamps, Stamps.
Right.
That was it. But I'm not talking playoff games here. I mean, this one's up there for excitement, for emotional roller coaster, and then just obviously the team winning. And it's not like, of course a last minute field goal would have been exciting, but it wasn't like they got down to the 20 and knelt down twice to get it in the middle of the field and kicked a chip shot.
Right.
You have to fight with third down conversions, holding penalty on the kickoff, sack on the drive. You have to fight for every inch, and then to win with a bomb like that. I really think this is one of the greatest regular season wins in the history of the franchise. I really do, everybody. I know recency bias. Some people might say, Reid, like you don't remember this game in 1965. No, I don't. That I've seen that this one's up there. This I'm not going to forget this one.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, just looking at the odds check over at Play Alberta, where do you think the Elks fall right now in terms of Grey Cup winner?
I bet you they're still not favored. I bet you Montreal is still favored.
Montreal's number 1.
I bet you the Elks are now number 2.
Saskatchewan, number 2.
Okay.
At plus 380. Elks, number 3, plus
they got to be. I mean, those 3 teams have emerged.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. Well, I mean, wouldn't Winnipeg get a 5th win tonight if they beat Calgary?
Yes.
Okay, so like they're up there.
And that's why tonight's game is so huge. This could create such a gap in the Western Division that, I mean, either way, the Elks are now looking at this saying, all right, let the chips fall where they may.
Right.
Because either team that wins is going to, it's either going to tighten things up in the second tier of the Western Division or really create a gap.
Yeah. You have a buying or selling for me quickly before
I do. As a season ticket holder for as long as you have been, do you think next week's game will bring a sellout to the lower bowl of Commonwealth Stadium?
I think they can get close. I was looking up here. What is the capacity for the lower bowl? 31,000 something?
I think it's 31,025.
And I think the last year's game against Saskatchewan, I believe they got just over 30. Now, you got the benefit of Saskatchewan coming to town. They travel well. They have loyal fans who live across the country, who go to the games in their region. It's 5 o'clock on a Saturday. I know it's a long weekend. But like I know there's often the argument, well, yeah, but people leave town on the long weekend. There's like 1.1 million people in Edmonton or within half an hour of Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
They don't all leave Edmonton. You can probably find a few extra thousand who might want to go see a football game on what I think already should be a good weather night. I know Awanak looks ahead.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be
should be a
weather.
Highly competitive game. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing an Elks win. The Riders are great. We're not disrespecting them.
Not a late start.
I think we can safely say this is going to be a competitive game. Maybe the home team's not going to win again, but this is going to be a game. You've seen the talent. You've seen this team on display. I think they can get pretty close. I hope they do. I mean, we've had Chris Morris on the show. He's also on the business side. They have to make money.
Yep.
And they need at least 20,000 to break even for a home game.
I really want to see this team force the Elks' hand to having to open up the east side of the upper deck at some point this season.
Okay.
That's what I really want to see. Because everybody loves supporting a winner. This team is winning. And like you said, even if next week the home team doesn't win, I'm very confident it'll be a competitive game.
Right. Yeah. And I hope people are excited and they want to go and they recognize the good things happening with the club. And as we talked about a few days ago, things that people were upset about are not problems to the extent that they used to be.
No.
Or in some cases, maybe aren't even problems at all.
You know, it is funny, though. I have heard just through EST channels, through people commenting on things, people in chat, people texting in, saying that would be something that would bring them back, is opening that upper deck.
Yeah, some people like sitting. Like we got a message from someone last week who said, I liked where my seats were. I got moved down and I don't like where I am. And that's fair. Like I can't argue with that.
I much prefer to be in the upper
I
deck.
understand why they made that decision. Yeah, I don't know if the upper deck's ever going to be open again. I don't know if they're ever going to sell season tickets up there again. I mean, the overall attendance to the league has changed over the last 20 to 30 years. But I just want there to be a big, energetic, loud crowd.
Yes. Which there should be.
Yeah, there should be.
Especially given it's the Roughriders, you're going to get a bump. All those watermelon heads.
There's going to be watermelons everywhere.
Watermelon for everyone.
We will. We have a lot to get fired. We've been fired up the whole show, but we got a specific fired up for Gemco coming up. That was buying or selling for Damon Bunting. Also in the final hour, Coob is going to humiliate us.
Yes.
And I'll do words of the day.
Kickoff is coming. Are you in? August 1st. Elks, Roughriders at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. The prehistoric party is back and bigger than ever. Presented by Purelator Tackle Hunger. Experience family-friendly dinosaur-themed fun all game long. All in support of local food banks. Every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. The best way to experience it is being there when it happens. Edmonton Elks. Our city. Our year. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
What's better than sleeping under the stars?
Sleeping inside our house? Need extra space at home? Get it back with Sentinel Storage. Canada's choice for storage solutions with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Madison Barger, the Blue Jays, is set to undergo season-ending surgery on his elbow. This upcoming Monday, he's expected to miss anywhere from 5 to 9 months. From Boston, Game 1 of 3 between the Blue Jays and Red Sox goes. Trey Savage gets a nod for Toronto, with first pitch momentarily. Right now in the majors, 7 games are live. Dodgers, Mets, runless top of the first, top of the third. It's that same score between the Cubs and Pirates, while the Tigers have a 2-run cushion on the Royals. End of the second. And the Riverhawks have their final homestand of the regular season, playing host to the Kelowna Falcons tonight just after 7. Friday night football action. Zach Collaros remains on the 6-game injured list for the Bombers, meaning Drew Brown gets another start, this time against the Stampeders. Kickoff at 6:30. And in basketball news, LeBron James has made a decision, signing a 2-year, $8 million deal with the 76ers. CEBL action. The Battle of Alberta, Stingers and Surge hit the hardwood in Calgary at 7:30. You can find the full game on any of EST's audio streams. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, we're going into the weekend. Elks 6-1. How about that? 36-34 last night in Saskatchewan. 57-yarder on the last play by kicker Vincent Blanchard, who was on the show earlier. If you missed it, you can go back and get it on wherever you get your podcast. Look for the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne on YouTube. You can scan back. It'll be about an hour and 3 minutes or so into the show when it starts. He was an excellent interview. Excellent interview. And, well, turned out to be an excellent kicker.
I think there was a couple people surprised that he had an accent.
He does. Well, he's French-Canadian.
Very much so.
Yeah. I thought he sounded very good. I mean, there was one time he said, like, I'm not sure but I mean, his English is
darn good,
way
man.
better than my French. So I never really get too critical about that type of stuff. We are indeed fired up for Gemco Fireplaces. Proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years, the authorized dealer for Napoleon fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need available at Gemco 9281 50th Street. Well, we've been fired up, as have most of you, about the Elks for most of the show. But other stuff coming up. So first of all, from a station standpoint, our Nasty Bash is tomorrow. This will be the 4th annual Nasty Bash.
Yeah.
St. Albert Rugby Club. I think now if you want to come, you can come.
I believe you can just show up.
Yeah, because Wannick was tracking the numbers, but we're good there. 6 o'clock. If you are going to have any alcohol at all, please take an Uber or do not be the one in your party to drive. We want to stress that very, very much. But that's always a fun event for us.
Try the fish and chips.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
They're really good.
Because I don't... Well, no, I must have eaten there last year because we did our show from there, and then the Elks played Montreal.
I don't think you ate.
I would have had to have had supper.
Maybe after the show when Maddie and I were doing the pre.
But I don't know if I had fish and chips, so I'll have to get the fish and chips.
I had the burger. It was phenomenal.
Maybe that's what I had. So that's an awesome event for us tomorrow night. The first Nasty Bash in 2023, I was not at.
Nor was I.
And the boys put that on as a farewell to broadcasting. We got laid off 1260, and then it was like, oh, wait a minute, we're starting a station. The second year, Dustin announced my hiring. Last year, they announced that they were going to be on Cruise FM, the morning show, the Nielsen show, right? Was that announced at the Nasty Bash?
I don't really remember because I was watching the Elks game. Matt and I were technically working.
Yeah, I thought he might have said that, or might have said keep an eye on something. Tomorrow, will something be announced? I don't know. It really doesn't matter.
Yes,
we're off and running.
Something will be announced.
Something will be announced tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. Don't wash your socks with your gaunch. That's the announcement.
What do you mean, don't wash your socks?
I don't know. I just thought of something random.
That's what you're supposed to wash together. Socks and gaunch are always together.
Oh, actually, I don't wash that together.
I guess if lights and darks, that's how I separate.
No, I do types of clothes.
What do you do? All your t-shirts in the same thing?
T-shirt. I'll do t-shirts and gaunch.
It's colors, man.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Darks and lights.
I'm fine.
I just throw whatever in there and just smash the machine with my fist until it starts going.
I don't think it matters if you do cold wash.
Yeah, I do.
I
do
do
cold
hot
wash.
and
Yeah,
like
I do
bleed.
cold.
Yeah.
Mex Mazozu says, is Dusty announcing he's moving to Philadelphia this year?
Wouldn't surprise
Following
me.
LeBron. Casino Dealer Jay says, don't play leapfrog with a unicorn.
Ooh.
Good advice.
It's gotta hurt.
Good advice.
Yeah, so the Nasty Bash
Nasty
tomorrow.
Bash, what else is going on?
Well, there's concert tonight, right, Coob?
Yeah, that's true. Post Malone is in town with Jelly Roll, Carter Faith, the Riverhawks.
Riverhawks,
CFL,
CFL,
end of the year.
Yep.
Stingers on Sunday. K-Days is going on.
Final weekend for
Stingers
K-Days.
on Sunday, Coob?
Stingers also play today at Calgary, 7:30, the Battle of Alberta, and then it's a home and home. So Sunday from the Expo Center at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Yeah, not in the morning. They're not going to play
4
4 o'clock in the morning.
No, they
All
couldn't
right.
do that.
So so tonight, tomorrow's the... Okay, Coob, you're going to Post Malone both nights?
Duh, yes.
So is he your favorite artist?
He is up there.
Up there? Okay.
Yeah, all of his songs I like. It's hard to find one that I won't listen to. I know all the lyrics.
You know the lyrics to every song that he's
most of
ever
them.
written?
Yeah, probably all time. Yeah, no,
okay.
I can sing along to most of the songs.
I hope the singles for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
also
Right.
going.
Yes.
My daughter wanted to go see Carter Faith.
Oh, so that's
our in.
right off the hop, isn't
And
it?
I'd say our second in would be Jelly Roll. But
oh, wow. Okay.
But listening to some Post Malone, I had the girls play some of it. I know some of those songs.
Of course, they're big
I'm hoping I go over 500, like 50%.
Oh, for his...
For songs that I at least recognize.
Oh, I won't know any of them. Well, I'm not going.
You'd know probably one of them, Rick.
No, I would. Oh, I know Pour Me a Drink.
You've watched Into the Spider-Verse, correct?
Yes. I don't remember the song from it.
Oh, okay. Sunflower. Good song.
Sunflowers are beautiful.
They are very beautiful. Blooming. Like the Elks are. Well, today on the oil stream, I'm not sure if many people caught it initially, but I wrote down 14 Post Malone songs and snuck them in the title of the song of the track.
Oh, did you?
Throughout the show.
Oh,
I'm very proud of myself.
Well, I would have not.
I'm that
noticed
fired up,
that.
boys.
I would not have noticed that.
No.
So yeah, a lot going on this weekend, sports and otherwise, or EST adjacent. Whale and the Wolf, a couple of shows with the Taste of Edmonton tonight. K-Days on Sunday.
Yes,
so that's a big. If people are wondering why we talk about Whale and the Wolf, Lieutenant Eric on the morning show, Lucas Holt he's the bass player.
Yes,
he's the bass player in Whale and the Wolf. They're great
brothers,
great local band. Did I say? What did I say?
You said Lieutenant Eric in the morning show, and Lucas Holt is the.
Oh, I never connected them. Right.
And Lucas Holt was on the Reid Wilkins show
brothers
earlier this week.
When I was away. Yeah, that was really cool. By the way, 15 thumbs away on YouTube from 100. That'd be a great threshold going into the weekend. So if you've not yet given us a thumbs up, please do so.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
Yeah, I think I might go to Taste of Edmonton tonight. Probably take the parents. Boy, the parents liked that game last night.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were pretty.
Oh, how couldn't you?
Well, my dad's pretty stoic watching. Mom was like,
she would have been going through it.
They're going to lose.
Louise would have been a mess.
When it was 14-7 Riders, she was like, well, that's it. They're going to lose. You can't do it.
Yeah, I know.
No, when they botched the third down and she starts saying they're going to lose, I was kind of like, yeah,
they might.
They
I don't know. Until that clock said zeros, I wasn't going to say anything.
You can't count them out.
Shotsky Jerry asks, Reid, are your parents going to be there at the Nasty Bash? Enjoyed chatting with your mom in Ukrainian 2 years ago.
Oh, I appreciate that. They will not be attending tomorrow night. But yeah, Taste of Edmonton, probably with them tonight. Just going to check with them after the show. I'd like to get in a run tomorrow morning. I don't know if I can do that 10K in 3 weeks. Well, I can do it, but I want to do close to 10K tomorrow morning, if not actually do 10K. Nasty Bash.
Because where's the halfway point for 10K, Reid?
I'm not even sure. It might be near the old museum.
So you go over the bridge?
Oh, yeah, you would go over the bridge. Because I've never done the 10K. In the Edmonton Marathon. Let me see here.
I could start getting... I told April I was going to start running again because I think my hamstrings are not on the verge of peeling off my legs.
Okay, the turnaround point is 102nd Ave and 132nd Street. But it's a little different this year because of the construction. So you go out of downtown, up 124... west on 102nd Ave, and then you go north on one. Yeah, because this bridge is not operational, right? The Wellington Bridge. So you go north on 130th Street up to almost Stony Plain Road, and then back down, and then you turn around and go back. And where's the old museum?
Right here. Over here.
St. George's. Yeah, so... Right, because if you do the half, you go in here, you go by where Pocklington lived, then you come back out, you go down 142nd.
Yeah, that's last year when we were doing that. I was just like, how long do I have to run in these damn houses?
And the crazy thing, when I did the 5K last year, the turnaround point is like 2 blocks from my house. And I wasn't feeling good. Like I was tempted to be like,
I got my shirt.
Shut her down. I got my shirt. I don't need the official time. So anyway,
Poop Stains adds, the halfway point for the 10K is at 5 kilometers.
Jeez.
Thank you.
That's really good. All right. Talk about Friday fun. We are going to get our asses handed to us by Zachary Kubish when we get back.
Right now from Boston, the Blue Jays and Red Sox are live in their series opener. Top of the first, zeros on the board. Runner on second base for Toronto with George Springer at bat and 2 outs for the Jays. Before the contest, Addison Barger. It was announced that he will be undergoing season-ending elbow surgery next Monday. He's expected to miss anywhere from 5 to 9 months for the Blue Jays. Around the majors, tons of action underway, including the Yankees live against the Phillies, bottom third in a runless tie. We also see the D-backs up 2-0 on the Nationals, top of the second and bottom third. The Royals are down by 2 against the Tigers. At home, the Riverhawks with their final homestand, just 3 games left from Remax Field this regular season. It's the Kelowna Falcons in town tonight. Just after 7 o'clock, NHL news, the Devils have avoided arbitration with Akira Schmid, signing the 26-year-old goaltender to a 2-year deal worth $2 million per season. Over in the CFL Friday Night Football, Drew Brown and Vernon Adams Jr. hit the field when Winnipeg challenges Calgary at 6:30. Elsewhere, 41-year-old LeBron James has made his decision, signing a 2-year, $8 million deal with the 76ers out in Philly. Down the QE2 CBL action, Battle of Alberta Stingers surge at 7:30. Catch the full game on any of EST's audio streams. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golf Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com and book a tee time today. Some Post Malone trivia up next. Here on the Reid Wilkins Show, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
The Edmonton Oilers home and opener has been announced. It'll be the 29th of September. And then they will also play in Vancouver, because Vancouver's home opener was announced, and it will be the Oilers on the 1st of October. So it is a Vancouver-Edmonton home and home. The Oilers getting what should be nowhere close to a playoff team.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. Hi, it's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Okay, so portions of this hour presented by Commonwealth Stadium. Great events coming up. We've been telling you about the Big Ass Stadium Tour 2 that is tonight and tomorrow. AC/DC coming up August 9th. Guns N' Roses August 26th. Foo Fighters September 17th. You can go to the Commonwealth Stadium page on edmonton.ca. Go to Ticketmaster to get your events as well. Yes, big partner of EST Commonwealth Stadium. They're also the presenting sponsor of the Green and Gold Kickoff Show and post-game show for our Elks coverage. Now, this leads us into Zachary Kubish and something to do with one of the performers who's on the stage tonight.
Yes, the headlining performer, one Post Malone, who's been active since the early 2010s, has really exploded here as of recent. He touches all genres: rock, country, pop, No age discrepancy. People love him. He's gone viral before. Very lovable character, but he's personally one of my favorites. If I had the chance to interview any single musician, this would be the guy I would choose because he just seems like a good guy. I told Trev he reminds me of him, at least through the screen. Could put on a character, but boys, instead of filling more airtime, I'm just going to get right to it, okay? About 7 questions I have. Actually, exactly 7 I have for you guys. All multiple choice, by the way. I did some digging. Spent about 30 minutes trying to collect these. A lot of these coming from his IMDb page. So, fun facts and things like that. And I'll start you off with this. What is the name of Post Malone's breakout debut single
I know that. What if I know it without the multiple choice?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear the multiple choice?
No, I think
beforehand?
I actually know this.
Okay.
Should I write it down?
Well, no, now, you guys are going to work together on this. You guys are going to work together on this.
Oh, I thought we were...
Do we want to do that?
Yeah,
we're doing that.
Do
you
multiple
guys
choice.
Put the brain together.
But we should get more points if we know it.
Double points if Reid guesses it?
Okay.
It's White Iverson.
Is that your final answer?
White Iverson, yes.
You get 2 points right off the bat. Wow, I'm surprised that you knew that.
That's why they call me Hip Wilkie.
Did Benny do some learning?
Well, I know
earlier?
that. I actually know that.
You actually knew that?
Well, you know they're Wilkies. Wilk, I just really think you really nailed that one there, Wilk.
Connor, I don't want you to hit the post, Malone. I want you to go 5. I want you to go post. I want you to go 5-hole, Malone. Okay, or top shelf, Malone. Okay?
We're not going to win the Stanley Cup at the Post Malone concert tonight, boys.
Nope.
Go on, Coop.
Yeah, the options were Sauce and Balling, White Iverson, and Flex Hard. All right, numero 2 through 1. You got the bonus point getting it right with White Iverson with his breakout debut in 2015. How did Austin Post Malone get his rap name?
Okay, I know this.
Okay.
Wait a second. I've read about this. Because his real last name is Post.
Austin Richard Post is his full name.
And then why did he pick Malone?
Is it because he has
I've read about this.
You don't want to hear the multiple choice?
Well, no, we want to see if we can get it without the multiple choice. Do you know?
Nope.
I know Post is his actual last name.
Yes.
Okay, well, no second guesses if you get it wrong. It's double or nothing.
Where did he get Malone from?
Sam Malone?
I don't know.
Does he look like Sam Malone from Cheers?
He's a big Cheers fan. All right, okay, we'll take the guesses.
Yeah, sure. Loves Carl, the mailman Malone. The 1987 film Malone with Burt Reynolds is one of his favorite movies. Or he used a rap name generator online.
Yeah, he used the rap name generator. That's what it was.
Really?
Yes, it's C.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, it's C. Yeah,
correct.
Good job, Reid.
Yeah, he did that.
I have read a little bit about him.
He's an interesting character. Yeah,
so we have 3 points out of 2.
3 points out of duh.
Well, we're doing pretty
Bonus
good.
3 halves.
Oh, he's left. That's a gold star from any teacher, Reid. Okay, number 3. What movie did Austin make his first live action appearance on the big screen?
Did you know
In
this?
which film?
What could have it possibly been?
Well, we got options.
Yeah, but I like to try to get it without the guessing because we get more points.
You can't get it if you simply don't know.
Well, maybe you know.
I have no idea.
All right.
A. Spencer Confidential with Mark Wahlberg. B. Wrath of Man with Jason Statham. C. Dear Santa with Jack Black as himself. D. Happy Gilmore. As one DJ Omar Gosh. DJ Omar Gosh was.
Oh, I don't know.
Which one was his first live action appearance?
What were the dates of these movies? Do you know?
Are they even real movies? I don't know.
They are real movies. I'm not going to share you the dates, though.
I don't know.
Who wasn't in Happy Gilmore 2?
That was, Eminem was all in that movie.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore 2?
No, I wouldn't watch that garbage.
It seems, what was B?
B was Wrath of Man with Jason Statham.
I don't think it's that one.
And what was C?
It was Dear Santa with Jack Black.
I say we take that one.
Sure.
And as
Dear
himself?
Santa.
As himself.
Yeah, C.
C is incorrect. Now, before I tell you the real answer, he was in all of these movies at some point. So 2025 Happy Gilmore 2, Dear Santa 2024, and 2021 Wrath of Man as a robber. But Queeb, he was Queeb in Spencer Confidential in 2020 with Mark Wahlberg.
I've never even heard of that. I've never even heard of that movie.
Well, that was his first live action appearance, boys. That
right.
was A. So 3 through 3. You guys are rolling just correct. All right, 100%. What is Post Malone's favorite NFL team?
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. Final answer.
Yes.
Because he wears the jersey in that one video.
Yep. And multiple lyrics. So
we got 5 points out of 4.
Do you think he wears an Elks jersey tonight?
Was it 5 points? Because you guys got the one incorrect. So it'd be 4 for 4.
We're 4 for 4.
But we got bonus on the first one because I got White Iverson.
But you got 2 and then missed one. So you guys are still 100%.
What are you talking about? We didn't miss one.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, the movie
one. We're 4 for 4. I'm fact checking.
Yes. Go to the VAR.
We missed the movie one. We got the extra point on the first one.
And then we got the second one with the choice.
We were 3 for 2.
3 out of 2.
And then we missed it.
Then we were 3 out of 3.
3 out of 3. Now we're 4 out of 4.
Now we're 5 out of 4. We just got it with no...
We
just got Dallas Cowboys.
Fact checking. What an idiot.
Yeah,
5 out of 4.
Look at me being the silly.
Checking you, Coob.
Yeah. Sure. What famous rock star did Post Malone make a collab with? Ozzy Osbourne, James Hetfield, David Lee Roth, or Axl Rose?
Probably not Ozzy.
James Hetfield.
You want to say Metallica guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Final
I don't know.
It's Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, it is Ozzy
Yes,
Osbourne.
he made a song in 2019, Grammy-nominated
what was it called?
album.
Crazy Train?
Well, Hollywood's Bleeding was the album. Take What You Want. Ozzy Osbourne did the chorus. Zach Wilde did a solo at the end, featuring Travis Scott as well. So now you guys are 5 for 5?
Yep.
5 for 5. All right. Simply, I'm going to ask you guys to name 3 Post Malone songs.
Okay.
What was the one you
This is
named?
just amongst ourselves.
White Iverson. Rockstar.
Pour me a drink.
Or the one Sunflower, Coop said.
Yeah, well, okay, we just named more than 4.
There.
We just
Did
named
it.
more than
Boom.
4.
Yeah, boom.
7 for
Amazing.
6.
Done.
Yeah.
Amazing. Made that way too easy on that last one, boys. Well, you guys are perfect.
We're 7 for 6. Should be one more question.
Because we knew 4 songs.
Well, this one, okay. Where was Post Malone born?
United States.
What
USA.
city?
USA. You didn't specify.
Earth.
Or he was born in the galaxy.
Do we know what city he was born in?
What city was Post Malone born in?
Well, I mean, he's a Cowboys fan.
Was he born in Dallas? I don't know.
Maybe Arlington. Let's go
with multiple choice.
Yeah, I'll take the choice.
Dallas, Texas, Syracuse, New York, New York, or Chicago.
Dallas, Texas. Final answer.
Final answer?
Yep.
Syracuse, New York, relocated to Grapevine, Texas when he was 9 years old.
That's cheating.
No, it's just being cheap.
BS quiz. Would have you said Syracuse?
Yes, I would have, because I didn't think it was Dallas.
Why'd you say Dallas early? Or why didn't you stop me?
Because I wasn't sure enough.
Can you re-ask that question?
You seem sure.
I'll re-ask that question.
Okay, re-ask the question.
What city
you
was?
seem very confident.
What city in the United States of America on this planet Earth was Post Malone born?
Can we get the options, please?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Well, you got that really fast, Reid. Dallas, Texas, Syracuse, New York, or the Windy City, Chicago.
Why don't you take?
Are you sure it wasn't New York, New Jersey?
Well, it's not a real
So
place.
say Syracuse.
Whoa! I can't believe you don't got that.
8 out of 7.
God.
Not bad.
We did pretty well.
Yeah,
considering
you guys
we
did
know
very
nothing.
Well, you know way more than me.
That was.
Well, I knew White Iverson.
You're like,
that was about
that's
it. That was the only
easy,
thing
Zach.
that really helped.
Yeah. Huh. When he started balling, he was young. Need to get the money like the ring he never won.
Sure. What, is that
He's
from one of
saucing
his songs?
and balling. Yeah,
like the
that's
way
White
you
Iverson.
young kids quote lyrics is like very cult-like.
Because that's all we did, Reid, was listen to the same song over and over again.
Yeah, but I don't come up to you and be like, you flash your bedroom eyes like a jumping jack playing pretty with a pat on the back. Like, I don't walk around saying that all the time.
Because
that's from Armageddon, it, by the way.
These lyrics transcend the audio waves that go into our earballs, guys. This is what made us. This
What does
generation
Post Malone
Z.
sing about generally?
Well, struggle, losing love, being an addict,
pouring Blake Shelton a drink, or having Blake Shelton pour him a drink.
having a drink, struggling.
Was
with
he an
drinking.
addict?
He
sings about
drinks.
addiction?
He likes Bud Light. Talks about various different things that other rappers probably would, or in his early days, a little bit more toned down, more mellow than some, but he goes all over the place. Talks about mainly struggle and loss and confidence and stuff.
Because I feel like here I'll be the old unk.
Okay.
Here's one of my complaints about modern music is that they sing about being famous and making music. Like that's not a topic. Or hating other artists.
His
like
breakout
Benny's
song.
all like, "Oh, you got to feud." Like, as far as I know, Def Leppard never feuded with anybody. I mean, maybe they do have. I'm sure they have bands or people they don't like, but they don't put it in their songs.
Yeah, maybe
or
they
make
have beef.
albums about it. Yeah, but it's like, yeah. So I respect Post Malone that he will sing about heartbreak and love or having a good time or struggles. Like to me, that's what music is about. Music isn't like, hey, I'm Drake and I hate Jay-Z or whoever he hates. Like, get over yourself.
Right. Well, I mean, some of those go popular just because of the hatred toward the artist. Like those aren't some of their other songs. I'm sure it does happen a lot, especially with less talented musicians where they say they're famous. I mean, his breakout song from Post Malone, he says, it's talking about gold teeth. Something, you can see me from the nosebleed. Like he's talking about already being famous without already being famous, which is hilarious to me. And then he became famous because he talked about being famous. He was just BSing everybody and then ended up doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get you, Reid.
All I can say is like, I'm your average, ordinary, everyday kid. I'm happy to do nothing. In fact, that's what I did. But I mean, you got a million ways to make my day. But the Coob doesn't agree. Because when I try to get away, he says he got plans for me.
Is that a lyric?
Let's get rock.
Yeah,
let's get rock.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's get rock.
I was like,
Coop's
I'm
like,
missing
what's
something
happening
here? Yeah. We're running in circles.
All right. Calling all baseball fans. Don't miss the Edmonton Riverhawks Community Foundation Field of Dreams Festival, August 22nd at Remax Field. There's some songs about baseball. Center Field by John Fogerty. That's the only one I can think of right now. I'm sure there are several others. Here's stories from former Blue Jay. Let's go Blue Jays. There's one. Okay, Blue Jays. Okay.
What about Take Me Out to the Ball Game?
Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We sang that.
Classic.
Here's stories from former Blue Jay at Edmonton Trapper Devon White. Try your luck in the batting cage and learn how to throw a curveball from the pros. Proceeds from the festival go towards helping more local kids play the game they love. Ticket sales are moving. Get yours before they're gone. Field of Dreams Festival, riverhawksfoundation.ca, and we'll see you at the park. Pretty cool. Devon White coming to Edmonton. All right, final segment of the weekend is me trying to spell words that Jay's going to give me. Words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library when we get back.
Bottom first inning between the Jays and Red Sox in their series opener. Boston leads 1-0 on Toronto. 9 other games are live around the majors. Rays up 2-0 on the Guardians. Top of the third, bottom fourth. The Yankees taking a 1-0 lead on the Phillies. While top of the fifth, Detroit has a 2-1 advantage over Kansas City. And Addison Barger of the Blue Jays is set to undergo season-ending surgery on his elbow next Monday. He's expected to miss anywhere from 5 to 9 months. The Riverhawks at home, just 3 games left from Remax Field this regular season. They play host to the Falcons just after 7 to the NHL. The Devils, they've avoided arbitration with Akira Schmid, signing the 26-year-old goaltender to a 2-year deal worth $4 million total. And it's Friday night football between Drew Brown and Vernon Adams Jr. Winnipeg challenging Calgary at 6:30. Elsewhere, 41-year-old LeBron James has made his decision and signed a 2-year, $8 million deal in Philadelphia with the 76ers. To the CEBL, it's the Battle of Alberta. Stingers and Surge hit the court at 7:30 from Calgary. Listen to the full game on any of EST's audio streams. The final segment of the week here on the Reid Wilkins Show brings us back following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
And Andrew Hoskins from the Turf District. We're all talking about it here in the office. That's probably one of the best elk games in over a decade.
I would say that as far as just, clicking and going back and forth, like the heavyweight blows back and forth were just unbelievable. And it was one of those things like Gillum keeps talking about 3-phase football. And I think that that each phase had its highs and lows.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
River Cree Resort and Casino and CFCW present All Shook Up, an afternoon tribute with the King, featuring 3 of the world's best Elvis tribute artists. August 16th in the venue. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Why did you leave me so fast? You never gave me a happy chance. You fall out, stay with me.
See, you should just randomly quote North Shore lyrics to the guys around the studio.
Why did you leave me so fast? You never gave me a half decent chance.
Yeah.
I'm not the fool you took me for.
Oh my God, that's good. Well, I don't know. Like this weekend, I just want everyone to rise up, gather around, rock this place to the ground. Maybe burn it up, go for broke, watch the night go up in smoke.
You know what I always say, Reid, when it comes to moments like this? I say, believe in me for the things that I foresee. Believe in me. Yeah. Believe in me for the things that I foresee. Believe in me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Believe in me. Yeah.
Oh, I hope people have as much fun doing their jobs as we do doing ours.
Me too.
We encourage you to text us 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Go to rivercreeresort.com, click on entertainment, click on the upcoming shows, look at all the great events they have coming up. Edmonton Sports Talk, of course, is presented by Play Alberta. Jay's Play of the Day is available on the Play Alberta app and on playalberta.ca.
You know, Reid, you're not the girl I took you for. You're much harder to decipher.
Which song is that from?
Fallout.
That's also from Fallout.
Yeah.
Okay. If you would like to give us a thumbs up, that'd be great. Let's push over 100 here in the last 6 or 7 minutes of the show. We are at 89 thumbs on YouTube. So let's go quickly here. If you've not already given us a thumbs up, get in there and click. Let's get over 100 going to the weekend, which is going to be pretty fun.
I'll never forget the best of time with friends, the memories that will stay to the end. These last few years have really been so fast. I should quiz you on
North Shore lyrics. Yeah, I wouldn't know very many of them. I know Fallout probably. That's
the graduation song.
By the way, the Oil Understood is presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. Look, it's July 24th. The Elks are as good as they've been in years. There's not a lot going on with the Edmonton Oilers, but perhaps something announced at the Nasty Bash tomorrow could pertain to our Oilers coverage.
Oh, perhaps.
We'll leave it at that.
Perhaps. Now, the last time the Elks were really dominant was in 2015. That was during the decade of
good teams in 16 and 17, mediocre in 18 and 19.
That was during the decade of darkness. Was that the closest you think the Elks and the Oilers will ever come to being talked about in the same breath? Or do you think there's a world that Edmontonians can live in where the Elks get closer and closer to that Oilers plateau?
No, I don't think so anymore. I think those days are unfortunately gone. Though I think the Elks looking good this year, they're pulling a lot of people back in. But unfortunately, and I do mean unfortunately, because I actually think it's unfortunate. There are a lot of Canadians, not just Edmontonians, not just Oilers fans, who will not follow anything except the National Hockey League. They refuse to. They look down their nose at other sports and leagues, and they even look down their nose at other hockey leagues. I remember asking a friend once who was a massive, well, still is, I'm not really in touch with them anymore, just not because of a falling out, just you go different ways in life, who was a massive Oilers fan. Like, followed every game, wanted to talk about every game, wanted to pick apart every game. This was before I ever did pre and post. And the Golden Bears were hosting the Dinos. And they were ranked 1 and 2 in the country in the same league. And I said, I'm going to this game Friday. Would you like to come? Nope. Like, not just no, like how dare you ask me to watch something that isn't the Edmonton Oilers, even in my own city. I do think it's unfortunate, but I just think that that's a reality in such a hockey-mad country that has 7 NHL teams, and that you're gonna. So I don't think the Elks will ever approach the Oilers again in popularity or conversation.
I genuinely feel not sad. That's maybe not the right word, but that it's painful to know there are people like that just don't give other sports a chance, because you're really missing out. You're really missing out on good local entertainment.
Well, that's the thing. The stuff in your city, like I talk a lot about the Oilers. I mean, I wish I had more, and we have life as well. But yeah, I wish I could actually go more to U of A or Stingers or whatever. For sure. Like, I like doing that.
We should go to a Bears football game this year. That'd be fun.
Well, the last one we went to, it didn't go very well.
Did not.
All right, let's do words of the day. So it's on Saturday, so check if there's still tickets available here. EPL.ca/Locked Library. This is Locked Library, the bookcase. It's happening in the Milne Library. It's an escape room adventure. It's going to be a story inspired by classic detective novels, an after-hour escape room adventure tomorrow at the Milne Library. So EPL.ca/Locked Library.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
All right, this is Words of the Day. Words of the Day, a Bootski edition number 48. That's hard to believe. First word of the day, this is a noun. Fricassee. Fricassee.
I've seen this word.
Fricassee.
I don't remember how to spell it.
Call the dogs off.
Fricasse.
Oh my gosh, you were
Is there only one S?
Close. No, it's 2 E's at the end.
Oh, no way.
Fricassee.
Oh,
Fricassee.
wow. Okay. I'll need a sentence.
Although the sauce wasn't as thick as gravy, the chicken fricassee was still delicious.
It's a sauce that's served on meat? Like it's like a gravy?
It's a French cooking method that produces a meat dish that is somewhere between a saute and a stew.
Okay, I didn't know that at all.
I'll give you 0.33.
All right. A third of a point.
Second word. This is a noun. Binturong.
What?
Binturong.
Binterong.
Binturong.
Oh, really? Okay.
Binturong.
I don't know this word at all. I'll take a sentence.
Anyone who tells you they saw an actual binturong wandering near a path in North America is probably not telling you the truth.
Well, it's some sort of fictional animal, but I don't know what its characteristics would be.
Not true.
Okay. Is it like a leprechaun?
No. A unique tree-dwelling mammal native to the forests of South and Southeast Asia, often called the bear cat. Do the bear cat.
Okay.
Doon, 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 doon.
Those were odd words that I probably would never have the occasion to use.
Binturong, because he said anyone who tells you they saw an actual binturong wandering near a path in North America is probably not telling the truth. Well, that's because, Reid, they live in trees.
They live in trees and in South America.
And far, far, far away.
All right. Enjoy whatever you're doing this weekend. These two guys we're both going to the Big Ass Stadium Tour 2 tonight. Maybe I'll see a taste of Edmonton. Say hi. Well, say hi if you see me anywhere, really. I mean, I'm not going to bite. I might be difficult with you, but I'm not going to bite.
He's never bitten me.
Yeah, I'll see a bunch of you at the Nasty Bash tomorrow. It's going to be fun. I'm Evan, Zachary Kubish, and Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Have a great weekend.